Oh, yes. Are we ready, gamers? How ready are we? That's the question. If we're not ready, then you might as well just go. You might as well just leave now, okay? I'll just leave now and don't come back, okay? Or as I will cry. If you're not ready, I'll cry. Big manly tears. Oh, hell yeah. You hear that, brass? That means we're ready to go chud dunking. Yeah. The skibbity 6-7 ready? That's all I need to hear, baby. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Bow. Ba-dum. What's up, gamers? I think we're ready. I think we're ready to cause some drama. Some drama in the Nintendo sphere. We're gonna be evil today, gamers. So very evil. Oh, hell yeah. But before we get to our evil chicanery, let's have a quick chat. How are we doing, gamers? Tennis? For those of you guys who missed the tennis stream, the VOD is public. You can go check it out after if you fancy. It was very fun. About as fun as I expected tennis. Well, I won't say about as fun. It's been a while since I played a Mario Tennis game. The last one I played was Power Tennis, and it was very fun. I enjoyed Power Tennis, and I enjoyed this game just as much. There's enough for gimmick. There's enough gimmicky stuff, and there's enough options to like tailor the game how you fancy. I do wish there was a little bit more, but overall, I'm quite happy with the multiplayer offerings. The single player is a joke. Don't even want to finish it. I might do on stream though, in all fairness, but like I don't fancy it. I really don't. But I think I might tweet about it later. I might go on my Twitter machine. But yeah, basically it's just the mileage you'll get out of the game varies on how much multiplayer your stuff will play. You know what I mean? If you think you're going to play a lot of the multiplayer, you're probably going to get a lot out of it. If not, then you're probably not going to get anything out of it, to be honest. That's kind of how it is. It's fun. It's fun though. Not $70 fun. Definitely not $70 fun. There's a tournament. I might do a tournament. I'll do one next week. How does that sound? Overall, let's have a look at the shit poster. Yeah, overall good. Very good. Let's have a look. Where am I? Guys, where did I go? Am I stuck in the Flumbus dimension? No! No, let me go! Let me free! Let me free! Let me free! Okay, I'm free. I'm free, gamers. I don't think we need the sunglasses yet. I'm not feeling that evil. What did Shifu make? What is this?
Nostalgia critic here.
There's no fucking way you got Nostalgia Critic to do a cameo. Nostalgia Critic, yeah? Fucking Nostalgia Critic, yeah? Hang on. Fucking Nostalgia Critic. Okay. What does the Nostalgia Critic have to say to me, huh? Let's have a look.
Nostalgia critic here. I'm issuing a gamer alert.
Shut the fuck up.
For Sir Musty.
Whoa,
You've been too mean to Landon.
What?
Stop laughing about his scrimmy, bimbly, bing bing wahoo game. Play
No.
God of War to not be fundamentally
No,
flawed.
hey.
Look out for
Dog,
stupidity
I'm gonna
and
play it.
beware of people online. There's your lot.
Listen, I will make fun of Landon all I want, and nobody's gonna stop me. All right? Oh, nostalgia critic. You know, fair dues, lad. Fair dues. I bet I was the, where would he rank that? Where do you think Doug Walker would rank that? Would he rank it, being on Smiling Friends and then doing a cameo for me? That's probably how it is, huh? Thank you so much, Chief. I hope that didn't cost you too much. Oh, man. Oh. Scully, you're supposed to be good at the game. If you guys were there, okay? You're actually supposed to hit the ball. You're supposed to hit the ball. Scully, you're supposed to hit the ball. You're supposed to hit the ball, Scully. Good meme. Good drawing. Good meme. What's this? Bad Musty Thunder submission I made a year ago. Wait, oh, for the fucking, what's it? The thing. The thing, what's it? I forgot his name. PK Sparks? The PK Sparks one? I'll change it, okay? Put it in the images so I don't forget. Using my Pasta credit card for the start. Oh, Pasta credit card? Oh, there was a dono earlier as well. Someone asked. I like explaining different things in different streams. Why do some stay public and others don't? I think for me, I think it's just a personal thing. I just kind of prefer it that way. Personally, how I kind of like to... I've started experimenting with leaving more streams public, but generally how I prefer to do it is like, I want someone to be able to go on the channel, you know, they go on like the video section, you get like all the fine edited videos, right? And then you get to the live tab and there's like the best of like the live streams, if that makes sense. Like the most iconic live streams. If it's not public, then it was just like another stream, if that makes sense. You know, it wasn't worth it in a sense. I am in the process of making a past streams playlist so you can watch every past thing in case you miss it. But the whole idea is, if it's public, then it was worth watching. If not, then you probably didn't miss anything too iconic. If it was something iconic, then it's probably going to be on Musty soon. That's the logic I tend to use. But yeah, I don't know if it's the right logic, but that's just kind of the logic I go by. You prefer on Musty by any chance? I think it's not even like I prefer on Musty. It's just too often do I go on like someone's live streaming channel, just a bunch of the same VOD with a bunch of the same thumbnail, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to find anything? Do you know what I mean? Whereas for me, I prefer to have it as like, obviously the members' videos are there because they're always there. But if it's here and it's public, it's worth watching. If not, it's on Musty. If not, then it's in the past streams playlist and you can watch it there if you fancy. That's kind of the logic I go by. As I said, I'm in the process of making a past streams playlist if you do want to catch everything. So soon, I'll have that ready soonish. Of course, there's Alex Yardi, secret third thing. I still got to get around to that at some point. Anyway, let's continue with the shit. What the hell is this? Is this NINTENCHUDS? Oh, fuck's sake. And then the fucking edited Musty down at the corner. I just realized that as well. Yeah! Let's go. Beautiful. Yeah! Why is it synced up decently well? As you know, that's got W shit post right there. W shit post. NINTENCHUDS, he don't miss. He don't miss. What was this one? Another one. Tennis school when Musty was... True! Listen, it sucked. Tennis school's fucking boring. It sucks, alright? Poor Luigi. I'm sorry, Luigi. I'm sorry, man. I had to go. I had to leave. I had to leave. I'm not coming back, alright? I had to leave. Hang on. No escape, games. No escape. What's next? Amazing free. Some of the frames that get paused on are unreal. Breaking news: the Sir Palkia is found dead. Listen, gamers. Good news for the Palkia gamers. Good news, gamers. Good news. Later today, gamers. Later today. The Gen 1 ranking will go live. Later today, gamers. Later today. After this stream, there will be a premiere on Sir Palkia. Okay. And I'm doing. Hang on. I'm not. Hang on. I know Minister Chicken's gonna be like, don't lie to me. I want to prove to you. Hang on. I'm logging into Palkia right now. Stand back and stand by, okay? 2 hours long, all right? Stand back and stand by, all right? It's there and it's ready, okay? It's 2 hours, yes. Yeah, that's why it fucking took me a century to edit, all right? That's why it took me a fucking century. Not the Shifrilist thunder. Georgie made that, okay? You leave Georgie alone, all right? You leave Georgie alone. Yeah, we'll be up soon, okay? And then there's a bunch more Palki videos I need to go up as well that I've just stalled on uploading because I wanted to get that one up. So yeah, Palki's back, gamers. Everything's back. Everything's back and better than ever, don't worry, okay? He went missing for a while, but he's coming back. He's coming back. You guys out here? I mean, that's just true, isn't it? Gen 8 slander. I will be there, no matter what.
Oh. Taking my headphones off, fuck that.
This one still makes me laugh.
Oh. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit!
Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Oh, if you were there, you were there. I mean, it looks good. What can I say? It looks good. What's this? She's gonna fucking die from the Mario Tennis fever. What the fuck? Hang on. Hang on. I mean, I don't like Daisy, but what the? What's that all about? I can leave her alone. Come on, that's not fair. I'm just saying that's not fair. I'll get around to it. Maybe soon. Okay, soon. Soonish. All right. Mario. Oh, he did hit the default, didn't he? Okay, no, that was funny. Good memes, guys. Good memes. Good memes. Shit posts are on fire today. All right. Right, let's go, gamers. Let's have a look. Should we peruse the news? Is there anything in the news? Oh, real quick. Yeah, I want to talk about this. Fuck it. Hang on. I don't know if you guys... Yes, okay. I was right. Or I say I was right, but I think everyone and their mother could have fucking predicted this, all right? Oh my god! A large part of Wildlight Entertainment that worked on High God have been laid off just 16 days after release. An unfortunate, brutal, and sad outcome from a game I enjoyed intense. You killed it, Jeff! You killed it! That was your fault! It was you! Your fault! If you guys don't know, a bunch of the staff got laid off. Shocking! Am I right? Shocking what happens, Jeff! Shocking what happens when a game, instead of the game coming out, shadow drop, you know, people thinking it's okay, but, you know, yeah, rooting for, like, the underdog. Instead it comes out, but because it was overly hyped, people instead just dropped the game like a fucking bad habit and moved on. Wow! Shocking, Jeff! Shocking that you killed a game! So people have come up with a lot of theories as to why Jeff even did this. And do you know what my theory is, gamers? My theory is that Jeff Keighley's such a fucking Norman, and he's barely played any good video games where he genuinely believed that High God was that amazing. I don't think he was lying. I'll be honest, gamers, I don't think he was lying. People are saying, like, Jeff purposely killed this game. No, I don't believe it. I think Jeff is such a fucking normie that he genuinely thought that High God was actually going to be really that fucking good. And you're asking me, I played it. I played a couple of hours of it. I gave it an honest-to-goodness try. And while I think it's got a decent gameplay loop, in the year of our Lord 2026, you need better than a decent gameplay loop if you're going to be the final game on a Game Award. We all predicted this. We all predicted this, gamers, and it came true, all right? And ever since Overwatch came out, Lord knows I have no incentive to play this game again, because, gamers, Overwatch is actually back. I've been playing Overwatch. I played Overwatch like all day yesterday. Gamers. Overwatch has legit never been more back. Holy shit, Overwatch is fun again. And with Overwatch being fun again, any chance that this game had to gain any momentum is gone. Absolutely gone. Go play Overwatch, okay? Go play Overwatch. Not Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2's dead. Fuck Overwatch. Oh, go play Overwatch now, all right? That's what you need to do. It's back. It's tons of fun. All the new characters are fun, except that healer guy. I can barely play him, but he's decently fun. But I can't play him to save my life. The other four characters are amazing. Jetpack Cat is one of the best things they ever released, and Jeff killed this game, and GG, no re, WP, alright? Get him, send him home. No, oh yeah. Tweets like this did not help. It did not help, gamers. It didn't help. Classic. Well, I just killed a game studio with my freaking Game Awards. Oh man, real. An unfortunate and brutal and sad outcome for a game I enjoyed in early playtest. Yeah, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Jeff! I feel bad for the staff, but not for you, Jeff. Being a big hero shooter player, Jeff had a hand in a fall, but also the devs. I actually liked the game. I felt it lacked potential map size. The U3 and resource gathering could have been reworked to make it like a hybrid MOBA if you didn't want a traditional MOBA. Here's the thing though, right? If it came out, was like a bit nuh, but had potential, again, people would have been rooting for it, right? It's all about perception. I think in either reality, whether Jeff shouts out or not, people would have thought it was a bit nuh, but people would have thought it was a bit nuh, but it has the potential to get better. Because we've seen success stories of games where games come out, they don't really come to overwhelming success, but then they end up like garnering a fan base long term, right? Not every game has to do this big blowout success and then continues with that, right? Sometimes a game come out like to like reasonable, like to smaller claim and then ramps up. Rainbow Six Siege is the perfect example. That's the poster child of this phenomena. Rainbow Six Siege came out and it did okay when it launched, but kind of steadily like raised its profile and kind of like consistent. I don't know how well it's doing now, but yeah, it consistently kind of hit an upwards trend and kept going. No Man's Sky is another example as well. There have been like at least a decent handful of examples where this phenomenon has happened, and it could have happened with High God. I see the potential in it, but it had no chance. Jeff stopped it from having that potential ramp to glory. I don't know how bad Siege is now. I've not played this since the beginning of Siege X, but it was an example of a game where it started off kind of low and it kind of ramped up. Cyberpunk's another good one as well, of a game that had like Star Wars faded before it even came out, and slowly over time it's come to some respectable status. Yeah, it's happened before, and it could have, but no. I can't believe this. I can't believe Jeff would do this. So, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm glad the narrative of Jeff killed the game is actually true. I'm glad it's actually true. That was my theory going in, but seeing this is confirmed. Obviously, I'm ashamed that my theory being confirmed ended up with the job loss of, dozens, if not hundreds of people. But we all kind of knew this was going to happen. We all just kind of knew it was going to happen. And GG. GG, man. See you later, nerd. What? What's this? The Wii is getting a brand new game in 2026. Physical release included. Metal Connect. What? Sure. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else I can add to this. I guess we got more Wii games, huh? I guess the Wii never dies, huh? Unbelievable. Let's see what else we got. We got Mario Tennis Fever Icons gamers. Who are you picking up? I think I'm picking up Luigi. I'll definitely be picking up Luigi. And what's it? I think a lot of people have been talking about that new game, Eugenics, made by the guy who made Binding of Isaac. That's been doing very well for itself. So good stuff on him too. And then we also got Wolverine. I don't know how many of you guys remember this fucking game, but I was excited for it. So it's nice to see that they still remember it. Thanks, Insomniac. Thanks, guys. Very cool. And then we also got the Steam Deck OLED is sold out. Gamers, the Steam Deck bros, have they finally won, gamers? Actually, technically, the Steam Deck OLED sold out slower than the Virtual Boy. So technically, NINTENCHUDS are winning still. So join the winning team, gamers. Join the fight. NINTENCHUDS are still winning. We're still winning, gamers. We're still winning. That's enough. That's enough perusing the newsing. And I think we'll watch some stuff, all right? I think we'll watch some stuff, gamers. Today marks the 5 years since 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. It's officially been 5 years. 5 years. Virtual Boy always wins. When's that coming out again? I actually completely... Because the money finally got taken for my pre-order. Like, I literally saw, like, £67 get drained from my bank. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, oh, right. Virtual Boy, I forgot about that. February 17th. Oh, that's next week. Oh, shit, so I know what we're doing next week, eh, chat? Alright, we got that sorted, alright. I was upset. You're buying that shit? I was forced to! I was forced to! Someone donated like 100 quid and said, go buy it, man. And I was like, sure. Sure. Mugenics has some insane cameos. A lot of them are pretty cool. There's a couple that I really hope were recorded years ago, not recently. Maybe Chris Chan and Ethan Clare. Oh, really? Chris Chan in the year of our Lord 2026 is a little crazy. I'll be real. A little crazy, but we'll leave it there. Speaking of Mario Tennis Fever gamers, I think we should watch something Fever related for our very first reaction of the evening. Let's have a look at Nintendo Land 2, as I'm now going to call him. Bo Talks Games. As he makes Mario Tennis Fever reviews are here. And I'm just like, now, gamers, I want you to know something, right? When I saw this video originally, I don't think this was submitted to me, but when I saw this video originally, I think the title was something like, Mario keeps releasing 7 out of 10s, and I'm just like, what did you expect from a sports game? Firstly, what did you expect from a sports game? And secondly, the implication that 7 is a bad... But I'm guessing due to backlash, maybe, he must have changed the title. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Mr. Bo Talks. That's what I'm saying. That's good. Listen, I don't want to live in this bizarro reality where 7 out of 10 is a bad game. Because as far as I'm concerned, 5 is average, 6 is good, 7 is great, 8 is fantastic, would recommend, 9 is phenomenal, and 10 is world class. 10 is Breath of the Wild and Metroid Dread. Check this that exact same time. Okay, probably A/B test then. So he didn't change it, it's just an A/B test thing. Okay, I thought he changed it due to backlash. So I'll retract that and say it's more of an A/B test thing. Interesting, Mr. Botor. That's what I'll say. An interesting A/B test you've got for me going on right now. So, as far as I'm concerned, is Bo Talks Games going to finally answer the legendary question that all of us are probably thinking right now, which is, why the fuck do I care if the game is fun? Remember, again, that's all we're all thinking, right? That's all we're thinking. So is Bo Talk Games going to convince us, or is he going to do the daily Nintendo Land type shtick? Let's find out, Mr. Bo Talk. Take it away. Oh, whoops, sorry. You're awfully quiet, aren't you? Let's try again.
So I want to talk about the Mario Tennis Fever reviews today. I completely missed they were coming out. And immediately the talking point is, oh, we have another Mario sports game that is seemingly under-delivering on what fans want from the series. But to the greater topic...
Is it? Not, but if you ask, well, again, like I said, I last one I played was Power Tennis. But if you're asking me as someone who the last one was Power Tennis, so far from the 2 hours I've played, it seems like everything I kind of wanted, which is I want gimmicky shit, I want options to be able to customize my gameplay, and unlockables, you know, which it has, and it has all 3 of those. Single player's fucking naff, but that's kind of all you want in a sports game. You just want options, and you want that Mario gimmickiness that you enjoy. That's what you all want, really. That's what all the best sports games have. So I don't know what he means when he saying. I think it's what everyone was expecting from it. I don't know what's so surprising. I don't know.
It's also another Switch 2 game and a lineup of a lot of Switch 2 games that have not managed to hit the 80 Metacritic threshold. And I'll say it right now, yes, scores are not everything.
Okay, I'm glad you got that out of the way early. If anything, that better bears the question, why are we talking about this then? But sure. You gotta make your daily slop, eh, Bo Talks? Eh?
Of course, play the games and form your own opinions. There are some games that Nintendo has released or other publishers have released that got very low reviews and I ended up loving. There are games that review very highly that I end up not liking very much. So, obviously, form your own opinions. However, I do think that it does offer a pretty good idea of what the overall consensus on a game is probably going to end up being. Okay,
yeah, that's true. Also, Metacritic is good for that. The question is, should the average gamer care? And I would say the answer is not particularly, if I'm being honest. Like, if you want to know what the general consensus is, then yeah, go find the general consensus. But if you want to know whether you would have fun playing or you'd have fun enjoying it, I would say watch some gameplay. It's like it's like the level 0 analysis as to whether you want to try a game or not. I would say level 0, check Metacritic score. Level 1, look up some reviews, like some video reviews. Level 2 is just watch some like unedited gameplay, so you're not getting any so you're not being influenced by the person watching it. You know what I mean? Like if you really want like the most like unbiased thing, just watch some like no commentary footage and see if it's like, oh, okay, these gameplay shots seem interesting, you know? Or even just watch a live stream, or even like just watch me live streaming it. Shameless plug. But yeah, like I'm obviously not showing more than actually is in the game. There is no editing in a live stream, you know? What you see is what you get. So if you see me playing and you like it, then you don't. If you do, then you don't. So I think that's probably the best way to go about it, you know?
When it actually releases. And right now, Mario Tennis Fever is sitting at a 77 here.
77?
I did want to take a look at some of the reviews here, some of the more positive and more negative. Daily Star gave it a perfect score.
Daily Star?
As tennis games go, it's a smash.
I can't believe Daily Star would do that.
Nice and
77 games. Can you believe it? 77.
The full review is available there as well.
No way.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 8s though. Like, hang on.
If you like Mario Tennis games, this one is going to deliver for you. It's a worthy successor to Mario Tennis Aces, delivering a decent amount of content for single player and co-op play. But for more casual players, it may not offer enough gameplay to justify the $70 price.
I would say, now granted, I've not finished the story, but a decent amount of single player. I mean, I guess I think he's referring to more than just the adventures. So I'd say, yeah, true, probably.
Price tag, which is another thing as well. This
yeah,
is
I think that's the play, right?
Mario sports game. A lot of
people say the story is lacking and 70 is too much.
I mean, even in the Switch generation with Battle League and Aces and Super Rush, like $60, I think, for a lot of people was already kind of pushing it, especially the way those games rolled out content. Now, we don't know if Mario Tennis Fever is going to get updates where they add more characters and modes and maps and stuff. And
I hope
new
they do.
tennis rackets, the Fever rackets that they have in this game. We'll have to wait and see. This is certainly a more complete package on day one than Aces was, though. $70.
I think that was the important bit, wasn't it?
Depend on the person. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it. I'll probably enjoy it for a week.
Are you gonna like, you're probably gonna enjoy it for a week and then put it off on your taxes, huh? Classic Nintendo YouTuber. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it because I can buy it because I could write it off on my taxes, and you don't get to. You don't get to write on your. I'm just kind of I'm being a cunt. Gone.
Or two. But for a lot of people, that's not going to be worth it. I'm in a pretty unique position where I'm doing YouTube. So.
Oh no, you just say it. I was only being a little bit of a cunt, not a complete. That's good to know. Thanks, Bo. That's good to know. That's good to. It's good to know that you are gonna write this off on your tax. You get to pay $70 for a game that you're gonna play a weekend of. It's nice to know that you're not like us. That's nice to know. That's like very honest. That's very honest of you.
I'm gonna play the new Mario Tennis game, but for $70, I can definitely understand why that.
When did this come out? Just yesterday.
That's very off-putting for a lot of people. GameSurf gave it a 7 out of 10, saying Mario Tennis Fever boasts an impressive roster and a robust multiplayer offering, but its single-player content is thin, and the story mode feels like more than a red herring. Controller in hand, the series ranks among the best the series has delivered, yet it's not enough to justify a full-price purchase. Switch 2 needs true heavy hitters, and Camelot's latest effort ultimately falls short of that mark.
Is that necessarily an unfair review? I don't think that's an unfair review. I think the worst you could probably say is taking the context of the time, but it's like I don't think that's necessarily unfair. Like, yeah, at the moment, right now, the Switch 2 doesn't have like four of the big five, as I call them, which is Mario Kart, Smash, 3D Zelda, 3D Mario, and Pokemon, new Pokemon exclusive Pokemon game. Four of those are absent at the moment. So yeah, obviously, like when Tennis Fever comes, so like now people are kind of opining for it. So yeah, I can see someone using the context of the heavy hitters not being there yet to kind of lower the score. Obviously, in the future, when Mario Tennis is out amongst them, I think it fares better. But as of now, not particularly. I don't think that's unfair, is it?
So we'll talk about that when we get to like the full Switch 2 lineup and how every game is scoring under an 80 since Bonanza. But I did want to note the story.
Don't know why that matters, for sure.
So I saw some outlet, I think it might have been Nintendo Live, someone else was saying that apparently you can beat the story mode of this game in like 3 or 4 hours, which
you can, from what I've heard.
Sounds about in line with Mario Tennis Aces. The issue is with these sports games, and I like the Switch era sports games. Don't get me wrong, I like Tennis Aces, and I had a lot of fun with Super Rush as well. Battle League not so much, but the issue is
I can't really say I did
Switch
personally.
era was so defined, at least for a lot of people. There's been some revisionism for sure, but almost every franchise that had a new entry on Switch was generally received as the best entry in that series. You think of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, you think of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you think of Mario Odyssey, you think of Breath of the Wild, you think of Pikmin 4, Mario Wonder even has some people saying it's the best 2D Mario. I mean, I definitely agree with that. You look at most of Nintendo's franchises that got new entries on the Switch, a lot of people will say that's their favorite entry in the series or that it's the best entry in the series. That is not really true of the sports games, and I was hopeful that with the Switch 2 era, and especially with Camelot, I mean, this is the longest they've gone without releasing a game, almost 5 years now since Golf Super.
Yeah, holding it over into that standard will leave you disappointed? A little bit. I don't think it's unfair, but I guess, I don't know. I think it's unfair to judge a game under the lens of 3D Mario rather than in its own terms. I think it's a little unfair, but I can't blame a reviewer for having that cloud their judgment. I wouldn't put too much fault on them. As long as they don't, for example, review Mario Tennis Fever like a 3 out of 10 with like it being -4 because no 3D Mario, sure. But I can see someone going from like, a 7.5 to like a 7, or maybe go from like an 8 to like a 7.5 or something like that. Like it being like hampered by the fact that we don't have like anything big to chew on, Because I think that's when the sports games work best. The sports game works best when like you've got like the meatier stuff and it's like a nice side dish, At the moment, it feels like, I don't feel that way, but it feels like for a lot of people we're getting all side dishes, but no like, no like main meat to chew on.
Came out. I was hopeful that Mario
the main meat is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, by the way, which you should play if you have NSO plus EP.
Tennis Fever would be the one that really kind of sets itself apart and really feels like a huge quality upgrade. Now, it sounds like it is an upgrade over Aces, and I enjoyed Aces, so I know I'm going to have fun with this game, but I feel like there needs to be something more to these to look forward to for them to be justifying a $70 price tag to get people excited beyond just it's Mario Tennis again. And this one is facing a unique challenge as being the second Mario Tennis game playable on Switch 2 hardware. The story mode is shallow, and the gameplay ends up feeling pretty close to what Aces is. I think there will be a lot of people that just opt to buy Aces because, I mean, it's $10 cheaper, you know? We have a 6...
would they? I don't know, actually. Would you guys see yourself playing Aces? Or I think I could see people maybe getting Aces if they... Or keeping Aces if they already have it, but, like, buying Aces instead of FIFA? I don't know. I can't see people doing that, personally. I just can't see people doing that. Like, right now, if you have no tennis game... I could see yourself buying FIFA over Aces because like it's the more active game. You're gonna have like more time to play it. Like people are playing it. It's active online currently. You know, you'd rather have the new one. You know, that just makes more sense, doesn't it?
They'll promote me to the head of the royal guard.
Thank you so much, Mario Adventure Gamer, for giving Cyan C a membership. If they don't say thank you, I'll say thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, like what's it? That's what I would say. I can't really see the opposite happening, to be honest.
6 out of 10 here that says the game is also a letdown as one of the first Switch 2 exclusives. There's little that feels truly current gen, and some of the visuals are surprisingly basic and rough. Giant Bomb gave it a 6 out of 10, saying Mario Tennis Fever has me worried for Nintendo sports games on Switch 2. Yeah,
really?
I was just talking about that. It's not worse than any of the sports games on Switch 1, but it's also not any better. The trouble is that it commits almost all of the same sins. The mechanics are solid, but nothing outside of the core tennis gameplay is that much fun, which in the reveal, I mean, I did a video back when it was announced.
I can see that. Again, like, I think it's one of those things where tennis is always going to be like a hard, like, sports games are always going to be a bit of a hard sell because, like, how do you, like, it's not how do you, I feel like they could add extra modes, but they just never spend the time to do so. I don't know, to be honest. It's one of those things where I could see a reviewer going, I've played Power Tennis, I've played Ultra Smash, I've played Aces, and now we got FIFA, and it's just more tennis. What the hell? And then, like, not getting that, scratching that extra itch, you know? I could see that happening. So, 6 is a bit harsh, though, I'd say. 6 is a bit harsh, Mr. Giant Bomb.
Pretty optimistic because they showed so many interesting things with, you know, you have all the fever rackets. That's kind of a cool thing to unlock and go for and changes up the gameplay. But then also you have the wonder effects on some of these stages. It didn't look the most in-depth or, like, you know, expansive in terms of what they were doing to really add on top of this game, but it had me hopeful that there would be a lot of stuff like that in this that really separates it from Aces and makes it feel like a truly, like, next-gen, we'll say, Mario Tennis game. Whatever that means to you. I mean, it's Mario Tennis. So, yeah, a lot of middling reviews for this game. There are some high reviews, a lot of hates
to be expected.
Metro Game Central gave it an 80. I mean, they're the ones that have given quite a few Switch 2 exclusives a 4 out of 10 so far, so...
were those the ones that gave, like, Air Riders a 4, I think it was? I think we read that review, didn't we?
She enjoyed this one. But the game did score under an 80, which is what I kind of want to look at for the...
Yeah, but a 77... Why have you made this... Your footage does not help you, Mr. Botalk. It says on... Even Metacritic, as Metascore says, it's generally favorable. 77 is a green marker. I'm guessing like 75 or higher is green, I'm guessing. So, like, who... So even if I go and buy that metric, like, why does it matter? That's what I'm asking you. And it's tennis. What did we expect? What did we expect? Like, if you told me you got an average from every review of 7.7, like, yeah, that's fair. Like, so far, I'd give it, like, a 7.5, maybe an 8, upwards of an 8. So I'm just like, what's the issue? Like, what? Like, you need to answer the question. Why should we care?
The rest of this video. So I was comparing it to other Mario Tennis games.
Okay.
And it is the highest reviewed Mario Tennis game since, I want to say, yeah, Power Tour on the GBA. Now, we all know Mario sports games have not had the best go of it in the past 15 years or so. Of course, Ultra Smash, garbage game. Tennis Open, I thought, was pretty good. You had some Galaxy stuff in there. That was the first time Rosalina was playable. I played that game for the first time a couple of years ago, and I don't know. I thought it was fun for a 3DS game. I didn't play it at launch. Maybe I would have been disappointed had I done that. You had Tennis Aces at 75, and then Tennis Fever now at 77. So the trajectory is moving up, but it's inching so slowly up. It's like, what is going on here? Like I said, this is the longest development cycle that Camelot has had for one of these games. I feel like there needed to be more here, or more of a jump.
Do we know that it's been in development since, like, the last one? Like, the assumption is they've been developing this since Aces? So, like, was it 8 years? Do we know if they've actually been working on this for that long? And even then, like, I feel like we all kind of know at this point, or at least I would expect you as a YouTuber to know this, that, like, dev cycles have just been getting longer and longer and longer since time goes by, since Mario Golf. Okay, so when did Mario... Oh, Super Rush. My bad. They made Super Rush, didn't they? My mistake. Mario Golf Super Rush. When did that come out? 2021. So this has been, so what, about 5 years or so, give or take? 5-year dev cycle? That doesn't sound so unbelievable. Does that sound so unbelievable to you? That doesn't sound so terrible. And again, with like dev times just being longer and longer and longer, like these days, just like it tends to trend a bit longer. So I'm just like, that doesn't sound that unbelievable to me. Why does that sound so unbelievable to you? Again, I can expect the average gamer maybe not understanding that, but you? I'd expect you to, if you do this for partially a living.
These games, I feel like there needed to be more here, or more of a jump. And I've already seen people tweeting out like, "Oh, it's just Mario Tennis. What did you expect?"
Yes, that's what I would say. You just want it to be fun, gimmicky, with a lot of options. That's kind of all you want out of these. That's what I'm asking you, man. Thank you so much, Saul.
Big shot at Salt Vampire pulls up with $5. Can we blame the America grading system?
Yeah, we can. This is one where, listen, Americans, my audience is mostly American. I don't like to throw shade to Americans for no reason. This is one part where you guys take an L, okay? You guys take an objective L. You guys have to hold it. You guys just have to, here it is, just hold it, okay? The idea that 7 out of 10 is average is an insane thing that I will never subscribe to as long as I live. If I give a game a second, you think it's great. That's how it goes. How much employees do they have? Let's see if we can get a beat on that. Camelot's employee count. Employee count. How many are we talking now? Camelot game devs? How many do they have? Camelot Software Planning. Number of employees as of April 2025. 40? God damn. Only 40 of them guys? That's what it says. What's that? I said it somewhere. Where's 40? Oh yeah, number of employees 40. What the skip? Okay, interesting. I didn't actually know that.
That's for them to figure out, man. You know, you're charging $70 for this game. You know,
Oh, here we go. Let's go back a little.
Did you expect? That's for them to figure out, man. You know, you're charging $70 for this game. You know, you want to figure out something to make it feel like the next level of Mario Tennis.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, it's fair for people to have the expectation that it should be more, but I'm not shocked that it's not more. I think that's fair, right? I'm not shocked that it's not more. The next mainline Zelda game, if it's not going to be more, I think all of us are going to be shocked. With like Breath of the Wild completely changing how we even perceive Zelda. That was a massive jump. And I think all of us have like that to that ballpark of expectation as to what the next Zelda is going to be. That's fair. With a sports game, though, I think all of us are just expecting, okay, it's just going to be the next-gen version of the sports game. And that's kind of like, if it is more, fantastic. But if it isn't, then you're kind of just getting it for sports. Zelda in space. Who was it that said that? Was it Bandy? Was it Bandy? I think it was Bandy that said that, wasn't it? That was crazy of his, man. Aonuma was furiously taking notes as soon as Bandy said that. I was like, shit.
Something very expansive there, be that a much more in-depth story mode that you can't finish in a couple of hours. I mean, this is a $70 game. I think for a lot of people that do go online, and maybe this isn't the majority of people, certainly,
people
but
online?
for a lot of those people that are online and look at reviews,
The people on the line?
they're going to see the 77 and they're going to say, okay, that's not worth $70. 60
Yes.
maybe. Certainly 50, I think, would be a much more attractive price.
Okay, yeah. If someone's like researches that surface level, then yeah, fair. They're probably not going to buy it. But then again, why does it matter? Is this where it gets into financial mode? Financial mode gamers? Someone's going to see that at 77 and not buy it. Yeah, who cares? Why should I care, Mr. Burr? Go on, tell me. Why should I care?
For this game. But a 77 versus $70, there are so many games now releasing that it's kind of hard to make that call of, I'm going to pay $70 for a story mode that's only a couple hours long, and then for a multiplayer experience that might be really good, but like really how much am I going to get out of it? You know? And then just looking at some of the other Mario sports games, I mean, Super Rush has a 70, so not the highest score from Camelot's last outing before this, but hey, we're 7 points above that now with Fever. Golf World Tour had a 78, Advance. I mean, they used to be scoring more in the 80s range, more confidently, I would say, back in the GameCube and early Wii era. Strikers has a 73, but then, I mean, I don't know.
Strikers Charge doesn't have an 80? No! No, guys, no, my scrambling, no, it doesn't have, no, why does it, no, guys, the game's bad now.
One of those games actually reviewed all too well, but people will tell you, like, I mean, Mario Strikers Charge and Mario Strikers on GameCube, like, these changed the game, but like, realistically, did they though?
Wait, hang on, hey, whoa, hang on, what did you say?
Strikers on GameCube, like, these changed the game, but like, realistically, did they? I mean, Mario Strikers Charge and Mario Strikers on GameCube, those games actually reviewed all too well, but people will tell you, like, I mean, Mario Strikers Charge and Mario Strikers on GameCube, like, these changed the game, but like, realistically, Did they though?
Hey, whoa. Hang on. I'm not having some greasy up NINTENCHUD yankoid tell me that strikers did it really change the game. Call it fucking Reggie the way it changed the game, motherfucker. Fuck you. How about that? Fuck you. Swivel on it, you yankoid you Mountain Dew drinking motherfucker. How about that, Botox Games? This is by well and far the best Strikers Charge, specifically the best sports game. Top 3 minimum, all right? If anyone disagrees with that, you're a yank. Opinion rejected. Opinion rejected! I'm sorry, I'm not listening to that. And it's not even just, Musty, you're into sports. I am into sports, right? The gameplay, the depth, the customization is everything you want in a sports game. You get a lot of gimmicky fun and some fun options to deal with the amount of sidekicks and captains you get. You gotta go. I did not ask for striker slander in the middle of my boardroom meeting, okay? I didn't ask for that. No one asked for your opinion. Just put the slop in the bag, okay? Unbelievable.
I hold the opinion that this entire series is not, at least it's not for me. I'll say that.
Okay, good. I'm glad you admit it's not for you. Maybe it should be for you instead of your fucking hand-egg nonsense. How about that, Bo? How about you give the game a try? How about you 1v1 me now? How about that?
Any of these games all too much. And then, yeah, the last one is
unreal.
Baseball.
Hang on. And then watch him go, oh, baseball's so underrated, guys. Baseball's such an underrated game. Let's all go to the ball. The yankoid mind control's going to take over. Watch, go on.
Highly of Superstar Baseball, but also Mario Super Sluggers.
Hang on.
Which I'm curious.
People said you one more time.
At least it's not for me. I'll say that. I don't love any of these games all too much. And then, yeah, the last one is baseball. People talk so highly of Superstar Baseball, but also...
Oh, do they now? But not of Strikers Charged, huh? Where have you heard these people? Where have you gotten these people online from, huh? Where have you gotten those from, Mr. Botox?
Mario Super Sluggers.
Yeah?
Which I'm curious, like... These games, yeah, like these games don't review.
Oh, a 69, huh? That's it for your beloved yankoid baseball, huh? How about that, Mr. Botox? Football wins, baby. Football crazy. That's what they call me. Fuck you.
Well, so I guess to the point, a 77 for Mario Tennis Fever, not the worst thing in the world. A lot of us are going to.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible and it's awful. And Strikers Charge is way better.
Play the game and have so much fun with it. And
no,
play it for
horrible
years
game.
To come, play it online,
horrible game.
Stuff. And maybe in the future we'll look back on it as fondly as people do for a Mario Super Slugger.
No, it's terrible. No, Strikers Charge is looked favorably.
Knows that they will enjoy
it. Is looked favorably.
At least a little bit. I still wish they were doing a little bit more to push it forward. Now, the last thing I want to do in this video is take a look at the recent Switch 2 games that Nintendo has released because it seems like they can't get out of the 70s, almost. At least with...
Doesn't matter. Again, here's the part. Here we go, gamers. Here's the part we've been waiting for. Here's the part where he tells us why the fuck this matters. Because I'm imagining for a second, chat, if you're asking Nintendo if they care right now, I think it's safe to say, good Lord knows, they absolutely fucking do not. Nintendo, as far as they're concerned, they don't care. All right, they do not care. We do not care. We do not care. As far as Nintendo's concerned, they're kind of high flying right now. So why should I care? Tell me, Mr. Botox.
Like the new original titles. I mean, already you can see on the page here that New Horizons Switch 2 edition has an 84. Not too bad. I think that's lower than the Switch 1 version for some reason.
So 80 is not good enough then. So now you're not even giving it credit for being above 8. Not too bad. Yeah, it's low, but like it's above that arbitrary 80 threshold, isn't it? So it's not good anymore now. Okay, I got it. Okay, let's continue.
Mario Tennis Fever 77. You skip
which is good.
2 editions, Mega Dimension DLC, but
don't hang on.
65, not great there. Metroid
It's DLC, whatever. I think 65 is fair.
And for Beyond 78.
78.
That was
Go
the biggest.
Oh, so it's not 80 though, is it? It's not 80. Frankly, I think 78 is a little too high for that. But
disappointment last year for a lot of people. I mean, this was a game people were talking could be a huge.
But it's a 78 though.
Scoring the 90+.
Is that not good?
All-time grades.
It's higher than was it Fever?
Hey, it's 1 point better than Mario Tennis Fever.
Yeah, exactly.
Who predicted that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond would have a Metacritic score 1 point higher than Camelot's latest.
Can you believe it?
Kirby Air Riders 1 point above that. At
look
79.
at that! Look at that game! Look at that!
A game that's for some people, but some people really, really don't like it. It's not.
But 79 though,
that, like, everybody's
it's bad.
Play and enjoy like a
Mario
Kart
didn't hit the 80.
Or Smash
it's
Bros.
Bad though,
or something.
We all know gamers. It's bad. I hope you know if you bought Air Riders, it's bad. It didn't hit 80, and it's bad.
For me, like this is a great example. I would put this game higher than a 79. I would give it probably like an 8.5 or so. I really, really enjoyed.
No, it's lower.
It was my favorite game.
It's lower because I saw a skitty bitty thumbnail and therefore it should be lower.
Released last year.
It should be lower.
But 79
Doesn't count.
Another game that kind of just underwhelmed.
Doesn't count. It's terrible.
At the very least, like
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Really
Listen to my mind control. Listen to my mind control game. It's terrible.
That game would say it's just more Kirby Air Riders, more players, new maps from the GameCube game, but it feels like a GameCube game in the best way possible and maybe in the worst way possible, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, but who cares? Again, you're not really doing a good job convincing me why I should care, though. So far, you're not doing a good job, Mr. Botox. We're kind of just doing the Nintendo Land daily slop type shtick. And you're doing a very good impression of it. At only 30k as well, you've got a lot of growing to do.
Legends EA has a 78 on Switch 2, but a 70 on Switch. I think this is a fair score for this, and I think it's a good score given that they are...
No, but it's not good, though. It's not. It didn't hit 8.
Fighting an uphill
it's
battle
bad.
After Scarlet and Violet.
The people online ruined it, though.
It did hurt the franchise and, like, how people perceive it. I mean, people were already being, crazy after Sword and Shield, but Scarlet and Violet definitely did some damage to the brand and, like, how people view these games, and we're looking at them more critically now. So I think a 78 is pretty good there, and we'll see what happens with Gen 10 later this year. Hopefully that ends up being a lot better. And
Pokemon always sell. Not like Pokemon is the one game that probably like proves my point the most. It genuinely does not matter how a Pokemon game reviews or gets on Metacritic. It will sell gangbusters. Okay, does not matter. Does not matter in the slightest. So that, if anything, that proves my point even more. It will sell. Unfortunately, I wish they had a bit more incentive to make the games better, but it not being a guaranteed gangbusters. But that's how it is.
An 85 like they used to be. Galaxy 1 and 2, another old game, but 87. I mean, that's no surprise. Fire Emblem Shadows 37. This is actually Nintendo's lowest rated game on Metacritic.
But that's on that's on iPad. It isn't on iPhone. It doesn't count. Phone games. Phone games bad.
Even came out. This is an iOS game.
Don't get back.
An Android, I believe.
Oh my god.
Emerald Rush 67. Starcross World.
Whoa, I just skipped that. You don't want to talk about 67? You don't want to talk about it? I can't believe this. This guy sucks. This guy sucks, man.
Game that's a reason they re-released it. That got an 83. Dragon Drive got a 60. Jamboree TV 76. I
can't believe this guy.
Separating Jamboree TV, great game. Jamboree TV, not that impressive. Pokemon Friends of 62. They published that. And then you get back.
Do you guys remember Pokemon Friends? Fucking hell.
Bonanza, and then we're talking 91 for that. And then of course the Zelda Switch 2 editions. But then Welcome Tour, a 54. Mario Kart World at 86.
Yeah, we're really just padding out this fucking runtime. Holy shit, man. Fuck my Chungus life, man. How do you people do this, man? I'm serious. How do you people do this? I'm serious. This surely there's got to be more to Botox games than this, right? Surely. I'd rather be standing outside a fucking building for 10 hours, man. Who cares? Who cares, man? Who gives a shit about any of this, broski? Come on, at least London makes a decent living off this. What are you doing, Bo? Like, you're talking games, but you're talking fucking was, mate. What's happening here? This is boring me to death. I'm trying my hardest to entertain my chat. You're boring. You're boring.
Thanks. This is interesting. I would have to do the research. Like,
yeah,
we're looking at 2024 right now. 2025.
Yeah.
While I think the lineup was like, I think the lineup of like games was good, like the games they put out.
Okay, yeah.
But then you actually look at the quality of them all, and there's nothing like super groundbreaking except for Bonanza and like maybe Mario Kart World. I kind of wonder if that would be considered one of Nintendo's weaker years overall. Like if you crunch all the Metacritic numbers of like new.
Okay, but who cares about the Metacritic numbers? I don't care. I don't. So what are you saying, gamers? We need a big game to unite the community. It's literally Landon Jr. This guy is literally Landon Jr. I can't believe this, man. Is every Nintendo chud like this? I'm serious, man. No, you guys need to tell me. Because I'm being honest, before I even started doing this like react shtick on the YouTube side of things, I was not plugged into the Nintendo community at all. Barely. You kidding me? So, like, I didn't know who Landon was. I didn't know who fucking Botox was. I barely knew who Nathaniel Bandy was. The only, like, Nintendo guy I used to watch regularly is Scott the Was. And that's kind of it. And even he would be like, I don't know, I'm not really a Nintendo guy. I'm like kind of an everything guy. It's like, you're a Nintendo guy. Okay, calm down. Calm down, Scott, okay? I don't understand. Is this what all of these people are like? You know how last stream we watched one of those woke videos, woke equals bad, pronouns interpreted. I'm like, oh, those people still exist, and we had a nice fun laugh at them. I'm just like, are all the NINTENCHUDS just like this? Is this what it's all like? How do you people watch this shit, man? How? It's boring!
This is how would it stack up to like 2024 or 2023 or, you know, any other year?
Okay, do you want to make that video then? That would be an interesting video, maybe. What is like ranking every year of Nintendo or each year in the 20s or?
Of the Switch era. I would like to see Nintendo releasing games that are scoring above an 80 again.
Okay, why? Why do you care? No, seriously, what? Why? Why do you care? Why do I care? Why do you care? Who are you? Who am I? Who is everything? I'm losing a count. I don't care if they never get a game above 80. I just want good games, man. That's all I want.
I don't think that's going to happen with their next release. I feel like Pocopia will probably sit right around the 77, but maybe it'll be a big surprise and be more in the 80s. I'm excited for that game. I know I'm going to put a ton of time into it, but that doesn't strike me as something that's going to review super high. But hey, maybe.
Okay, again, if you're gonna like it, then sure. I don't care what Journaly I don't care what Journaly McWright's game says. Hang on, but what does Journaly McWright Games think? What does Flumbus Jones working for IGN think? Guys, we need to know.
Wrong. Tomodachi
We need
Life,
to know,
I would
guys.
the 80s, but then you have to look all the way ahead to like Fire Emblem probably to get a
Pocopia to unite the community. I can't with this hype beast mentality. I just don't understand. I don't understand though. I just don't understand where like these grown men come from. I'll be real with you. I don't understand where these grown ass men come from. And I'm using grown ass man derogatorily, by the way, just to make that clear. Because I'm just like, as long as the games are fun, like literally, Reggie said it himself. If I'm going to, oh, Reggie, or what? If it's fun, if it's not fun, why bother? That's what he said, right? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If it's fun, like Tennis Fever shouldn't be $70. The single player is fucking naff. But the multiplayer, I'm enjoying the multiplayer of that. If you want to play it, play it. If not, then sure, you know? I can't in good conscience recommend it because it doesn't really have that much content and 70's a joke, but that's it. That's my review, and that's GG, man. Who cares?
Plus, again, I'm conflicted because I disagree.
Why are you conflicted? I need to know, Bo. Why is Bo Talks Games conflicted?
Games in Tomodachi too.
Might have to add him, honestly. I'm curious, have you ever cared about the review scores of games? No, even before I was like a YouTuber doing this YouTube shtick, I never really cared, if I'm being honest. I never gave a shit about like review scores. Like again, it would be like the tip of the iceberg level research that I'd maybe do. Like I was like, oh, how's this game going? Maybe look at the review scores. Okay, and then I'd look at some reviews, then I'd look at some gameplay. But even then, I don't even look at the scores. I just immediately go to a review. That's what I do. I immediately like just look up blah, 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 review and then watch that, or blah, 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 gameplay and just like click around a VOD or something. That's what I do, all right? Unless it's like one of the people like I trust with like reviews in general, like Skill Up or even like Video Game Donkey. But like, yeah, I just look up blah, 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 review. I've never looked at any scores. I don't care how it scores. I don't even pay attention to the score at the end. I know like everyone, the meme is, you gave this or this. Like coming from a tier list Andy, there's a contingent of people that watch my tier lists that go, just skip to the end to see if my opinion agreed with them, and then they watch the video if I did or not. But like, I've never been like that. I'm not even trying to be like a special snowflake. I've never been like that. And I don't think anyone should. And I think this sort of video kind of legitimizes that sort of mentality when I don't think you should. I think what Bo Talks Games should do is just do a review of his own accord. That's what he should do. I don't get it, man. I've never understood this mentality. I'm trying my hardest to think about it from like another perspective, but like I really can't. I'll be real with you. I really, really can't think about it from another perspective. There is no way in which the average consumer should give a shit about this. The only reason why Bo Talks Games is talking about this is because he needed a daily video to put. Hang on, before I do daily video slander, is this a daily video? Is he like a daily video merchant? Or he's so you're not even a daily video merchant. You're not even a daily video merchant. You're not even doing that. So you could have done it. You could have made a video on anything else. You're not even a daily. You skipped 5 days. You skipped 5 days, Bo. 5 days, and you decided your hit comeback video was let's look at the review scores. Yeah, that was your hit comeback video. Yes, to unite the community, we need 8s, 8s, and 8s. There's the 9s, and there's the 8s, and there's the 8s, and there's the 9s. That's what we need, right? That's what we need from you. Come on.
With the sentiment online that Nintendo needs to announce a bunch of games right now. I think they need to announce.
Oh, hang on. Let's go back. Hang on.
Fire Emblem probably to get a 85 plus again. I'm conflicted because I disagree with the sentiment online that Nintendo needs to announce a bunch of games right now. I think they need to announce dates for Fire Emblem and Splatoon and Dusk Bloods and
I agree,
everything else they already have announced, Rhythm Heaven Groove. But the idea that they need to announce big games right now, presumably games that will review in like the 90 range, like a 3D Mario or the new Smash Bros. Or whatever else, Zelda.
Oh,
that feels misguided to me because we do have so many games announced.
Ooh, so he's not one of the Landoners. So he's not one of the Landoners. Ooh, I can't believe this. So he's going against the mind control gamers. Bo, he's woke Landon. So he's woke talks games. I can't believe this.
You know, I don't want to be disingenuous. I do understand what people mean. They want to see the big heavy hitters. And so far, the Switch 2, since Bonanza, has been a lot of stuff that kind of just maintain the status quo, as I said. It's just more another Hyrule Warriors game, another Kirby game that, you know, hey, very cool that they brought this back. I think this was like a good choice for them to make. It's very...
This is the part where anyone tells me. The one thing I've been waiting to hear, and it's a shame I didn't get it from you, Bo, is I missed the part where that's my problem. I missed the part where that's my problem. Like, yes, would it be nice if we got some heavy hitters, some announcements? Yes, of course. But we're getting games, right? We're getting some pretty good games at that as well. So I'm just not fussed. You're talking to a survivor of the Wii U era. Maybe my Wii U PTSD might be clouding my judgment. Where like I'm just like, we're getting a steady stream of games, and even if there's bound to be at least one game so far has been announced that interests you. All right, at least. If not, then you should wait to buy the Switch 2. If you're in the rare camp where nothing that Nintendo's announced already has intrigued you, but you have the Switch 2, that's your fault. You're just a dipshit. Well and truly, you're a dipshit. I'm not even trying to stoke the fire or offense when I say that. It's just an objective fact. Why the hell would you buy a console when you have no idea whether you're going to get your value for money out of it? That's insane. That's an insane statement as far as I'm concerned. So if you have the Switch 2 right now, surely there's something. There's something that you're looking forward to at the moment. If not something that they haven't announced that you look forward to in the future. That's all I care about, man. Honestly, why can't these guys be patient? Because their whole channel depends on them fucking... And the worst was, Botox game isn't even like a massive Andy. Do you know what I mean? He's not even like a big chungus. At least with Nintendo Land, I have a little bit of sympathy in that his content is his full-time job. Lord knows he probably doesn't want to go back to flipping patties, so he has to talk about daily slop regardless. But Botox Games, if my perusing of his channel is enough, I don't think he's making so much money off this sort of shtick where he has to do this. He's not on the treadmill, so to speak. He can make anything he wants to, and instead he decides to just make this, and I'm just like, okay, sure. Sure, that's all. It's a choice. All I'm saying is it's a choice. It's a choice when you've decided this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna talk about games. You're gonna opine for games on a console that only just came out. I think that's the number one thing people also forget as well. Is now Bo's not doing this specifically. I think other people are doing this. Bo said he's not. So just to clarify, I'm not talking about him. But a lot of people are opining for games on a console that literally just came out. The Switch 2 just came out, guys. It just came out. Like, we're not even a year in yet, man. And people will tell you, well, how does the infamous saying go? Don't ever buy a console at launch. We all kind of just knew this from like time in memoriam, for history. You don't just buy a console at launch. You wait until like they've got a stack of games that you're interested in, then you buy it. The only reason I bought it at launch is admittedly because I'm a YouTuber and I wanted to cover it for content. But that's the only reason, and I make that abundantly clear to everyone. So if you're someone who sees the library and are interested in it, buy it. If not, then wait. As simple as that, really.
Very interesting. It plays to a very certain audience, but it didn't end up lighting the world on fire. Prime 4 definitely wasn't what most people expected it to be. And then now we have another Mario Tennis game that's just kind of keeps doing the same thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about the Mario Tennis Fever reviews? And how do you feel about this string of 70s Metacritic games that
I don't feel anything.
Released so far on the Switch 2?
I don't feel anything.
Will be the game that breaks the trend?
I don't care.
Copia and Tomodachi Life, I'm skeptical that either of them will do it. Tomodachi
I don't care though. Why should I care?
That's reeking of a 7 out of 10 to me.
Why should I care?
Fire Emblem and Splatoon, and you know this will feel a little silly.
But Bob, I don't talk. I don't care though.
Your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch 2 discussion. And
you saying how I feel implies I'm supposed to feel something.
Sony State of Play on Thursday, so
I don't care.
And turn notifications on for that. You don't want
I will do no such thing. You've put me to sleep, bro. My dopamine is low. My dopamine is low, Mr. Bo. Mr. Bo, my dopamine is low. Mr. Bo, my dopamine 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 low. I just like playing games. I'm in this weird camp where I just like to play games. I'm a weirdo, I know, chap. Get rid of it. What? I've been seeing that a lot lately, this shit. YouTube, play while watching. No, this has been appearing a lot. It's a fucking top comment! Oh, what is going on? The first comment I see! The first comment I see! The first comment I see! I'm like vindicated immediately. If there was ever a thought in my brain that was like, oh, maybe I'm being too mean. No! He said it as well! It's the Mario Bros. Z guy? Oh no. Don't you got somewhere to be? Hey, and you got somewhere to be, Home Slice? Haven't you got somewhere to be right now? I don't think you should be here. I don't think you should be. I think you should be somewhere else. Please look at Nintendo's 2017-18 and ignore Breath of the Wild Mario. You're going to see the ratings are a lot different, a lot of 70s. So even if we go by like past precedent, this isn't like too crazy? Is that what you're telling me? Interesting if true, I'll say that much. Interesting if true. I think Viva looks better than Aces, but definitely not certainly. I wish Nintendo would practice what they preach and have some of these smaller scale games about 50 or 60 like Yoshi's Splatoon Raiders. Yeah, true, honestly. That's the biggest criticism. Why is this game 70? Could have easily been 60. Even 50 would have been nice. 50 would have been a much easier recommendation, but no. Pick up on CEX when it gets to like 45 quid gamers minimum. Or maximum, should I say. At the most. I don't know, maybe I'm an easy fan to impress. I purchased DK, Mario Kart, Air Rider, Metro Prime with the Switch 2. I absolutely love everything I've played so far. Every time I play one of these games, I think about how much the games look better on my Switch 2. I have an absolute blast with these. Yeah, it's almost as if this guy just plays games, right? Crazy how that works, right? We're not even a year in, and we have DK Bonanza, one of the best platforms I've ever played. Mario Kart World, which for all its faults is still a really fucking solid game. Kirby Air Riders was just crack cocaine, steroids, and methamphetamine all at once. And then we got Metroid Prime, which was pretty solid, all things considered. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a bit... had its glaring flaws, but it was all in all pretty cool. You know what I mean? So that's these channels are finally being called out. I want to stop them from slot farming, but at least the tactics won't go unnoticed. Yeah, true. I'm glad the comments are like in agreement with us, because I'm just like, why do you care? You cooked for 5 days to serve us slop, yeah? Is that what it is? Come on, man. You gotta do something better than that. You gotta do something better than that, man. Go on. The main content is playing with friends. I don't care about the story of the tennis game, but I do think it's priced. Yeah, true. The fun I'm gonna get at Mario Tennis Fever is like just playing with chat and just yelling at them and just rage baiting them, just like I did with Scully. That's half the fun in this game. Scores are just a review's opinions. I don't base my purchasing decisions on these. I watch some gameplay and then it's like crazy. Crazy how that works, huh? It's more so than Nintendo's releasing a string of games that are great for the people that like them, but weren't ever really critical darlings. I can tell you right now, I'm going to love Pocopia, but it's going to get mixed reviews. I think Metroid Prime 4 is the only standout one. Everything else is a par for the course and is actually reviewing better. Kirby Air vs. Air Riders, Hyrule Rise vs. Imprisonment, Tennis Aces vs. Fever, Tomodachi Life vs. Living the Dream. Wow! Chudded and dunked by the numbers, yeah? Crazy! Crazy. Blandrew just chudded and dunked him. Oh, crazy how that works, isn't it? Crazy! Instead of Bo Talks Games, which is when Bo plays games instead. Yeah, how about you play games, huh? How about you play games? Unbelievable. The interpretation is quite simple and can be divided into two parts. Yes, Nintendo has a problem with their pricing their games, especially their second-tier titles. This in turn makes people more attentive to errors and imperfections in the game. Two, people are splitting hairs. If we look at the list with scores like 70 for Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Rise, and Mario Tennis, do you see that trend? Their spin-offs are their main franchises, therefore the scope and the ambition of the core titles is far inferior. This means they only focus on a specific niche, the one they favor. Consequently, many media outlets, which seek more well-rounded experience, see them as mediocre or more of a continuation of previous games, because in a sense they are. And since they aren't big bets for each franchise, if the next Zelda or 2D 3D Mario hat came out with Kirby scored a 70, that would be worrying. The spin-offs, not so much. That being said, if there's one such case, was Metroid Prime 4. Was it malicious press, development problems, opportunist criticisms? Maybe yes, maybe not. The reality is it's the only game whose scores was worrying. Yeah, really true. Wow. Hey, can you have a YouTube? Who's this guy? No fucking profile picture as well. Dunked and chudded by a default. By a default. All I'm saying is if I got chudded and dunked by a default, I would at least take a second and go like, okay, what am I doing? What's happening here? Something has got to give. You know, default. I give you defaults a bunch of shit, but what is that? Finally, someone, true. Finally, someone said this. I'm glad. Well, that default was finally good for once. It was a sports game. I didn't expect high scores for it. Fair. Even Mario profile pic is saying it. 77 is fine. I feel like these sports games are just casual family fun. If you're waiting for the next Mario Attack to sink your teeth into, I think those will just be the Mario RPGs, 2D, 3D Mario, etc., etc. True. True. Yeah, true. To put it bluntly, this video fails because all you do is cover review scores of these games. Ooh! You know it's a bad video when Woot Master Zors says it's bad. Because this guy's like the angel on my shoulder. I'm the devil. I'll just be like, your video sucked! And he'll be like, yeah, to put it lightly, this video fails because all you cover is the review scores. Your video is fundamentally flawed. You touch on how people should make their own opinions of games. It's true. Reviews are something that act as any other piece of media information on what games you might be interested in buying. Give me a sec, sorry. Okay. But you undermine that by the point of having this video be predominantly discussing review scores. At no point did you discuss user scores, which paint a very different picture than the review scores alone do. Of Nintendo's major games from 2025, Bananas is on par with the reviews, Air Riders Age of Imprisonment all scored higher in the 80s from users, Primefall was also on par, but the user score is 1 point higher, and Mario Kart and Pokemon are a fair bit to significantly lower. Like Mario Kart's user score is pretty emblematic of what I've seen of the general consensus on the game. It's a mixed bag where plenty of people love it, plenty of people hate it, but plenty of people like it and but feel like a lot was left to be desired. For my 2 cents, I typically only play games with family or friends, where I can easily just play free lap races everyone wants to, so my experience with this has been no different than Mario Kart 8. I think the game is well fun, but even if not, a huge leap from 8 Deluxe. And in Pokemon's case, I'm going to rate this as the user score being blatantly review bomb. It nearly has 2,000 bad reviews, and I don't think it's too conspiracy brain to assume the majority of people didn't play the game or just gave a bad score because they're the vocal minority that will roast Pokemon for the sake of those darn windows that they hate. True! Of course, there's always going to be some legitimate criticisms of the game that some people even full on negative reviews, but that's fair. I think Pokemon above all of these. I think Pokemon above all of these examples is the one where you can form your own opinion because it's pretty clear that Pokemon discourse is blended into the Metacritic scene, and their reviews can only tell you so much. It's like I said at the top, reviews are one tool to determine whether you should buy games. Same with user scores, opinions from trusted sources like from your life, like friends and family, but they're all tools at the end of the day. What really matters is how you use those tools and form your own opinion when you play the game yourself. Or decide to skip it since those tools and deciding what you don't want, since using those tools and deciding you don't want a game is also viable. Yeah, that's just true, isn't it? Unbelievable. He literally could have made this video to prove that Metacritic scores aren't all that. You need to look at the review scores, like the user scores, the general consensus on the player base and what have you. You could bring up examples where the Metacritic score might not be too useful, a la Pokemon. You could bring up examples where it is probably quite useful in like the big hitters like DK Bonanza, where generally a lot of people are lockstep. Wow, it's almost as if you could have taken those 5 days to make an actually interesting video. Wow, crazy how that works, huh? Hey, listen, all I'm saying is if you're going to hire Wootmaster, I demand a finder's fee, okay? He's part of my community first, and if he says he wasn't, then he's lying. He's part of my community. I need at least $10. At least $10 up front. We can discuss the particulars there, okay? $10 finder fee, and then we'll discuss the rest later, okay? Crazy. It's just the critic scores. I was going to get this, but I only play games single player, so it's not worth 70. Yeah, fair. True. Tomodachi Life will be huge. Listen. We'll see how you Tomodachi Life views feel, honestly. Interesting videos get no views. Doom and Nonsense gets all the views. Okay, but like even then, like the assumption is, people are you should make videos just for views, which is sad to me. Like obviously you want as many people to see a video as possible, which is why I kind of endorse using like ethical clickbait, so to speak. But at the end of the day, you want a video that like people can chew on. You know, that's what you want. But this video wasn't it. You know what I mean? This video wasn't it. It absolutely wasn't, for sure. I hope it is, Wesley. Listen, all I'm saying is I hope this game flops so I can laugh at you Tomodachi Life, okay? This is one game I do care about the sales. I care about the sales. I want them to report it's a critical failure. Then I can laugh at all you chuds. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna laugh at all of you people. What would be an example of ethical clickbait? I think Retro Sofa's one is like the perfect example. You look at Retro Sofa's title, it looks like it's going to be like your average, oh, video games suck now. But like it turns out to be like one of the best videos I've ever watched in my life. So that's how it works. That's like an example of ethical clickbait. Where was it? Yeah, why modern gaming has no soul. Again, you feel like it's going to be one of those, oh yes, Video Man's going to agree with me. He's going to say that everything is good, like everything in video games is bad because video games in the modern day are bad. It's like, no, video games in the modern day are bad. It's your fault. Well, it's more to it than just that, but it's also kind of on you too, in that video games are what you make of them, man, you know? So it's like, yeah, that's ethical clickbait. You think it's going to be one thing, but it turns out, ooh, nuanced. It's like, no, he hit me with the nuanced beam, the truanced beam. No. Yeah, that's an example. Why are you concerned? Ooh, someone just says it. Why are you concerned about Metacritic scores? And why did you make a video talking about it? For example, Metacritic scores destroyed Mario Kart World when it came out. The game sold millions of copies and increasing as we talk. The reviews, on the other hand, are only in scale of thousands of number. You tell me, how could thousands of reviewers and opinions possibly outweigh the opinions of millions of people after they bought the game? I didn't. That's my point. People buy games despite the Metacritic score. Okay, I think this is a stupid argument. I think the Metacritic scores are good in the sense that they kind of give you a, basic surface level instance as to what the perception is. I don't think it should be like, well, the Metacritic score said this, but millions of people bought it. Can millions of people be wrong? It's like, yeah, millions of people can be wrong. Yeah, like Sonic 6 sold millions. Like, does that? No? Yeah, a bit silly. A bit silly that one when they mentioned. A bit silly. Gaming discussion generally has been so dog war. I mean, it always has been. Like, I don't want people to assume that there was this nirvana where video game discussion was always good. Video game discussion was always shit. It's always been shit. The best you can do is join the Musty Discord today. And you can discuss video games with the community, and most of it will be good. And if it's not, you could just yell at me and go, Musty, this guy's being mean to me, and then I could just ban him from the Discord. I'll ban you or the other guy. That's how it works. Those are the rules. Those are the rules, gamers. The rules. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the comments are just like me when I'm. What's going on with the defaults here today? What is happening? Whoa. Okay, the defaults are acting up now. Calm the F down. These games are phenomenal, especially people just love to hate on Nintendo right now, especially IGN. And that fool Logan Plon. Okay, default Dan L right there. Oh, unbelievable. You got your defaults were doing so well, and you ruined it. You absolutely ruined it. Oh, I was first. True. Do you know what I do, gamers? See, this I can tell I'm a better YouTuber than Bo Talks Games. Whenever someone comments first, I delete the comment and don't tell them, so that they won't. So then, if they are first, then they're not actually first. It's very evil of me, but I do it all the time, and it's very, very funny. Anytime anyone's ever commented first, I delete it. Every time, just so they're not first. I choose between like every person who clicked first, and I delete all the ones, and I choose who's first. I choose who the correct first is. It's just a small way I like to have fun. I like to have fun here, okay? I like to have fun. So I think it's just a conspiracy in order to destroy Nintendo. What is? The review scores? Well, the review scores are a conspiracy in order to destroy Nintendo. Is the Earth flat too, yeah? Yeah? Okay, interesting. Well, at 7, you are truly a soulless golem. Soulless golem, Kirby profile bit. That's a bit mean. I think soulless golem is a bit mean, honestly. Coretta is objectively a 9 out of 10 at worst. Nice try, clickbaiter. Harder? Okay, what's happening? It's Mario Sports Lamau. Stop crying. All of them will be forever super mid. Okay, now we're getting into the Chungus zone. Holy shit. Okay, now we're getting into the. Now we're into the crazy comments. Okay, all right. This is what I've been waiting for. All right. Now we're getting there. Typical Mustori mode crowd. The RPG or bust crowd. Yeah? Journalists. The RPG or bust type crowd, yeah? I don't know about that, Boska. I don't know about that. Oh, man. There really are a lot of things that suck more now. Not because they were ever really better, but I'm old enough to notice it more. The Switch one had a ton of controversies that people forget about it. I think it's just one of those things where, like, we're in the current wave where it's kind of cool to hate Nintendo now. And I think it's just I will say, I could definitely see if someone like you, or like, I say someone like you people, but like the average internet denizen, like you look, I would say in the modern day, it's harder to just like look around in general now without seeing some bullshit. It felt like in the Switch 1 era, you could like look around and, oh yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah, you'd be fine, you know? You could look around, find some cool, maybe some controversy, but it didn't really matter, you know what I mean? But nowadays it feels like if you look left and right too many times, Nintendo Switch 2 bad, it's bad, and it's like, oh fuck, then I gotta mute you, and it's like you look left and right again and you're like, Does Nintendo know bad? The sales. It's like, oh, like I'd say it feels definitely like it feels worse. But I feel like you have, you know my mantra, right, guys? Not interested, baby. Move on with your day. It works for me, so I'm sure it works for you as well, Victory. What do you mean, you people? That's what I meant, you people, okay? You normies, okay? I'm better than you, okay? I'm better than you. I'm the streamer, man, and you're the chatter, okay? The class system has been enshrined in our system, all right? I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of these discussions are going to be forgotten about 2 and 3 years. No, you're correct. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You're absolutely correct in that regard. I've seen nothing ever happen. Always bet on nothing, at least when it comes to video game discourse. Always bet on nothing. Nintendo's been risking their edginess for a while. Like all companies are trying to reach a more broad audience. It's good and bad in the perspective areas, but the source is definitely... What are you talking about? What, like now? For a while now? Like, what do you mean for a while now? Nintendo's been relatively, like... At least the main... If you look at some Mario for source, like, where have you been? Has there ever been a period where Mario's been, like, noteworthily saucy? Not particularly. Like, if you're going, like, mainline or even the... No? Like, the if you want a bit of sauce, you go to the RPGs. We all kind of... As Mario fans, we all kind of know this. Like, you want a bit of sauce, you go to, like, the RPGs, you know? Sports, not necessarily. Like, other than Strikers being the odd exception, but, like, most of the time, not particularly. I don't know about you, bro. Bowser's Fury? Ha, true. Oh, it's him! It's the guy! Oh, shit, Victory! What the hell? Is he... Hang on, I gotta ban him. If the comments too mean, I'm banning him, chat. I'm banning him. I'm ready. I got you ready. You're in the electric chair, brother. You're in the electric chair. Gamers online see an AE on Metacritic and say, oh, it's mid. So I don't really care much about what the scores say, but I understand it's a tool to see the general consensus. There's also battling against the grifter and multiple controversies people have. You know, for 3D Mario, Zelda, or Smash, people would stop yapping. Oh, hang on. So we do need a big game to unite the community. So the land and mind control has taken over. So you know if we had some big hitters, then people would be quiet. That's what he wants. That's what he wants, gamers. Oh, Victory, you're one of those. You're one of those. Everyone being around me is too loud and annoying. Just make them shut up instead of click, click. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this game is working. He didn't have his hat on. I'm not banking on the systems with a Mario sports game. I feel like if we're getting a majority 70s and 80s, it's still pretty solid and consistent. Oh, that's true. No, it's not true. You've been going... Come back, Sports Victory. Come back, come back. You've been landed. You've been landed, man. You've been landed. No. No, he's been landed. No. Poor guy. Victory needs a 3D Mario to unite the community. Poor guy. Nintendo needs to stop making sports-specific Mario games. They should just make one per gen and that group, the main sports titles, and that's it. And I saw they start pricing them at like 50. Nintendo's crazy with these pricings. And it's already biting in the arse. Their games aren't selling. I mean, it's a bit too early to say if it's not selling. But either way, generally quite refreshing to see that the comments are all just kind of like, Jesse, what the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about, gamers? So, Bo, listen, broski, come on. You have to. You can do better, okay? It's fair to say. Nate Clips just asked the question: did this need to be a video? I think it's fair to say it absolutely did not need to be a video. And if you were going to make it a video, you could have made it along the lines of what Master suggested it would be. That's what you probably could have done to make this video seem a bit more like full in its meal. But right now, I came here for a bit of tasty slop, and all I got was a whole lot of nothing. That's what I got. I got a whole plate of nothing. That's what I got, Mr. Bo. Do better, okay? Do better next time, all right? Or next time, I'm not going to be so friendly. How about that? How about that, gamers? We'll leave that there. Disappointing. Disappointing from the NINTENCHUDS. The NINTENCHUDS are over. Oh my god, and is this hot off the presses? What the fuck? Hang on. Gamers, have we got one off the... Have we got an NINTENCHUD off the presses? Landing again? No, this one.
I'll remember that.
I'm embarrassed for Mario Tennis Fever.
Get me a review with nothing.
Nothing? Nothing? Thank you for the doom. Oh no, let's have a... Listen, this wasn't on the docket. We'll take a quick look and see what happens, gamers. I'm embarrassed for Mario Tennis. On it, and he branded this an honest review. No, raw, unfiltered, honest review. I don't put any punches because I'm Abdullah Smash. That's what I am, baby. I'm the realest gamer that ever exists. Thank you so much for the message retracted. What did he say? What did he say? Who knows what Victory said? We'll find out in a bit. What did you have to say about this, man? This implies that other reviews aren't honest. True, am I right? Ooh, let's find out what happened. Is your goat washed, gamers? Let's have a look.
All right, friends, here we go. This one's going to be an unscripted review of Mario Tennis Fever on Nintendo Switch 2. Now remember, the buy-in on Nintendo Switch 2's version of Mario Tennis is the $500 of the console plus tax.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh, kill me! No! He's washed. No, he's washed. Guys, if this is your goat, this is a sad day. Your goat is frame, was it? 16 seconds, and he's already washed. There is, in no metric in your life have you ever used the thing you need to do to get the thing as a buy-in. That has never happened. You have never gone to a concert and went, yeah, the ticket cost me the ticket actually cost me like $700. It's like, for a ticket? No, the ticket actually cost me $100, and there was a hotel, then there was food and travel, and I parked, and I took an Uber. Most people, in the general conversation, that tends not to happen. People will talk about the price. And you know what the worst part is? He could have literally just said it was $70, and I would agree with him. That's what I would have said. Because yeah, this game should be $70. Everyone and their mother will agree this shouldn't be $70. This is terrible. We don't need to watch this. That statement tells that we'll see how much more we can watch. I don't think we're going to watch all of this. Because good lord, that statement already is making me want to click off. Fucking hell, mate. What a dog shit beginning.
And $70 for this game.
That's all you had to say was $70. That's all you had to say. Because yes, I am enjoying the game. Don't buy it for 70 games. I'm telling you now, do not buy it for 70. You have to buy the Switch as well. You have to buy the Switch. Dumbass. Absolute dumbass. Embarrassing.
Plus tax.
Embarrassing. And plus tax as well, yeah? Yeah? Oh, you think we have to all pay tax? Because we do that in this country, don't we? The tax comes with a price in every normal country, you dipshit. That's how it works. When I buy a console, the tax is included because I live in a normal country and not your yankoid mind control nonsense. Get him out of here. Review looks inside unscripted algorithm rant. Honestly, this is what I'm not even gonna lie. It's videos like this. I can't speak to the overall quality of this video overall because I've only watched the first 20 seconds. Although, I will say I could probably ascertain the overall quality of this video from the first 20 seconds. It's videos like this that genuinely make me watch more Netflix these days. Because yeah, I see honest review, unscripted rant, already brought up the dog shit like $500 console plus. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. 1.6 seconds, I'm out, gamers, I'm out. Again, we'll watch a little bit more of this. We'll see where this goes. Let's keep watching a bit more.
Mario Tennis. Now, keep in mind, Nintendo releases Mario...
And what is this? Your Nintendo New York t-shirt as well. Fucking kill me, broski. These are... Oh, yeah, guys, you could tell I'm a real... I made sure I wore a Nintendo shirt today. Just so you guys know I'm one of the real ones, okay? Just so, I'm one of the real... Guys, I'm one of the real ones. I'm not just some chud. I'm not just some lifeless chud. Guys, you saw my... Guys, hang on, guys. Guys, see? You can tell I'm a Nintendo fan by my ability to buy merch. I've never played Metro. Fuck, I'm taking my headphones off. Fuck this. I'm taking my headphones off.
Tennis games on every platform ever since, what, Virtual Boy?
Hang on, what's this?
Tennis games on every platform ever since, what, Virtual Boy? My intro to Mario Tennis was Mario Tennis 64, and I loved that game. And then I fell in love with Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color.
Okay, Unc.
Where you can put it in a transfer pack, and then like literally bring your characters into the game.
Okay, sure.
And then I played every single one and own every single Mario Tennis up until there. Including Mario Tennis Aces, which came out 8 years ago.
Yep.
So why would you get this game for $7?
Okay, but like you also forgot this one. You need to pay the Switch Online and electricity, and then you also bought that shirt that you need to film this review, and the camera you bought this review on. Where does it stop? Where does it end? Is it even real? Where do we go? Huh? Where do we go?
I mean, look, Mario, Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario games on here, they're actually pretty good, right? Mario Kart World we had a full-on, like, Hyrule Breath of the Wild scale, full-on world that was mapped out, and you can move around and explore, right?
Okay, I'm so confused right now. What is happening? Mario Kart World, yeah? Do you mean that game where most of us were like, it's kind of like a bit... I don't know what to... Hang on. Let's read it back in over. Let's read it back. I'm just saying, guys, in the year of our Lord 2026, using Breath of the Wild is like, it's a bit of a tired comparison, firstly. And secondly, you're comparing Breath of the Wild to Mario Kart World in terms of the open world fidelity, yeah? Yeah? And you're talking to someone who doesn't mind the open world of Mario Kart. It's just not for me, really. Yeah? Yeah, Mr. Abdullah Smash? Yeah? Maybe we should stick to Smash, buddy. I don't know. I don't think this review game is all fit. Taking my headphones off. Fuck the Chat GPT allegation. Maybe I'll hold the Chat GPT allegations for now. I just think this is a big YouTuber who thinks his opinion matters and therefore uploaded an unscripted video instead of an actual proper review. I think it's a case of. It's not a case of Chat GPT. It's a classic case of big YouTuber thinks his opinion actually matters unscripted when you should probably make it a bit more. You should take a couple of notes. Mario Kart 8 costs 60 plus the 300 review plus the 60. True, honestly. Why does no one talk about this more? Like, I've been saying this for months and no one's been listening to me. You know what I mean? I've been saying this for months, basically.
I don't even have Donkey Kong Bonanza on the system anymore, but like that one was cool. You had like little fishbowl areas. Mario Tennis Fever.
Were you expecting an open world in a tennis game? It'd be really funny if you did. It'd be really, really funny if you did. Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. I remember when Crash 4 came out, I heard that a couple of times. I was just like crazy.
Oh, it comes at a point where Camelot, the company that makes all of the Mario...
On my mama, if he's like, they've been developing this game for X amount of time. If it's that, I'm gonna fucking have a cow. Let's find out.
Tennis games and Mario Golf games, they come off of two duds, which was Mario Golf Super Rush and Mario Tennis Aces, which didn't really last that long. And now they're here 8 years ago with this title. So
he is doing dev 8 years later. Did he forget about he forgot about Super Rush, didn't he? Did he forget about Super Rush? Super Rush was 4 years ago, wasn't it? I think Super Rush was decently fun from the bit I played. Actually, the worst part is I think most of the sports games were decently fun. It's just they didn't really have the longevity because of the fucking free updates model. That's the big issue. So and also so in that regard he's kind of wrong as well. Because as far as I'm concerned, Battle League gets the most stick. It gets stick from me because it did the fucking dog shit free updates model. That was the big issue with Battle League. I don't know I can't speak for Tennis Aces or Super Rush too much because I only played it once at a friend's house. I can't speak for those too much. What I can speak for Battle League is that it was just I hate the free updates model thing they do. It was such a stupid model and I hate it. And I don't want to talk about it. Okay, it sucks. It sucks.
You may be wondering, hey, what's the deal? What do you do in the game? There's an adventure mode. That sounds
You did mention my bad. Okay, I'm not. Maybe I'm just so heated. I'm not listening. My bad.
amazing. Look at the flyby in the picture over here. It looks great. Yeah, that's what I said too when I saw the trailers of Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Baby Waluigi, and Baby Wario. Like, that's cute. Baby Peach, it's so cute. I love the baby characters. Ever since I played with them in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
Is this peak Luigi makes me gassy type? Is this the guy Scott the Was made the video about? Because I'm gonna listen. Because I mean, it's fair for you to say. Don't get me wrong. You're not like there's nothing wrong with saying that. Oh, the baby characters look cute. Yeah, they are. They're babies. Babies tend to be adorable. I wouldn't say that on my review. Did we find the guy? I think we did find the guy, didn't we? Like, the Yoshi's so cute and Luigi makes me gassy. Has he also not played Metroid? Is this the guy? Is this literally... Have we found the guy? For the parody? Yeah, it's giving a bit of Luigi makes me gassy energy, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It is a little bit. It is a bit.
I love them. But the adventure was just... bad. Friends, there was nothing open world about it.
Oh, So it's not open world, therefore. Is that what we're about to hear? Again, I've paused it too soon. Are we literally about to hear it's not... He's the guy... Oh my fucking God, kill me. This is terrible. Holy shit. He is the game. He is the reason why Mario Kart World, every game is going open world now. He is the exact kind of gamer. Linearity equals bad. Oh my, I can't believe we found the guy. We've actually found the, this is actually, I'm so glad I kept watching this. This is Video Gem. Guys, this is not Video Slop, this is Video Gem. I'm so glad, who did this? Who put this hot on the press? NINTENCHUDS. Hot off the presses, gamers.
I don't have any visuals right now to show you, but you can watch the whole live stream of when I did that.
Again, oh my god. That's another one of my pet peeves, gamers. Another one of my pet peeves. He's a big YouTuber, so he thinks the number on his name speaks for himself, so he's not actually going to edit anything. I fucking hate this archetype of YouTuber. It's my biggest pet peeve when big YouTubers do this. It's like, I don't want to make a quality video because I'm a big YouTuber, therefore you should do the work. I can't stand this. I can't stand that little, it's my pet peeve, I'm telling you. It's my pet peeve. I hate it so much. I hate it so much when they do that shit. Classic, I got big number, therefore I can skimp on my review instead of actually making comprehensive points and actually making a video worth making. Crazy. I hate it. I hate it.
You literally go through and the first 2 hours, I kid you not, the first 2 hours of my 4 hours of playing this mode, you can see 420 in the corner. 4 hours of playing the
nice. Funny.
Have that annoyingly update cycle, but genuinely have good games.
Yeah, I'd say so. I agree. Thank you for the 5.
Chases were P-fun emo.
Fair dues. Thank you, man. Yeah, that was my problem with Battle League as well, literally.
40 employees BTW.
40 employees. I don't want to use like employee count to like justify why the game probably isn't as good as it should be or good for some people. But yeah, it is a little crazy. It is a little crazy that they only have 40 employees. I will say that. Thank you for the donuts, guys.
The mode and beating it were tutorials. And remember, Mario Tennis is the same game ever since N64. B is slice, A is top spin. Press them both together, you got a smash attack. Press B, then A, you got a drop shot. A, then B, you got a lob shot. Serve, press A twice. You know, do directional influences on your hits. It's been the same thing since 64, which is very old. So
okay, well, but okay, but then that's true. Don't get me wrong. Same game. It's firstly, it's tennis. What do you expect, as far as I'm concerned? But I would say the thing that really differentiates and this is why gamers, when I look for a Mario sports game, I want the Mario sauce. You know, I want the Mario sauce. And admittedly, I've only played it for 2 hours, so ask me in like a week or so when I have a bit more comprehensive thoughts. From the 2 hours I played of it, it seems like they have that Mario sauce that gives it that like power tennis vibe. The pinball stage, the Wonder Flower thing, you have loads of options for customizing your own custom games. As far as I'm concerned, and a tricky trial towers, I think someone said that's a bit of a roguelite-ish type of mode. So I'm interested to try that on my own time. So I'm just like, it's tennis with Mario sauce. And they seem to make one every generation for the sake of making one. Is that an excuse? Not particularly. But at the same time, what did you expect? You know what I mean? What did you really expect? That's what I would say to you. I get what he's getting at, but like at that point, you just asked him to change familiar control scheme. People would complain about it for being too different anyways. Yeah, exactly. It's like saying, oh, Smash is boring because like you only have like 4 special moves. Like, oh, Smash Ultimate came out and we still got B, side B, up B, down B. Like, no, it doesn't, like, they don't need to change that. What they need to do is change the other elements around it. You're asking them to change their core when the core's not the issue. It's where's the Mario sauce? Maybe he gets into that. Maybe I paused too soon. But we're looking for the Mario sauce. That's what we're looking for. And for my 2 hours, I think it has that, but go on.
Spending 2 hours mandatory in adventure mode to teach you how to play the game, I can see where it's helpful for people who have never touched Mario Tennis and have been living under a rock when it comes to it. Cool, awesome, love that for you. But give the rest of us who have played this game and who have spent $60 on it on Nintendo Switch 1, give us an option to skip through that stuff.
$60 on Nintendo Switch. Is this game on Switch 1 as well? Am I going crazy? I thought this was on... I thought this was just on Switch 2. Am I crazy? Chat, help me. Is this also on Switch? Did I mishear that? Hang on. Am I going crazy?
For you. But give the rest of us who have played this game and who have spent $60 on it on Nintendo Switch 1, give us an option to skip through that stuff. And if you want to test...
I was referring to Aces. Okay, my bad. Okay. I misheard. Okay, my bad.
Us on our knowledge,
that was on me.
Put us in front of the Toads and let us beat all of the Toads or do a drop shot.
From the bit I played the adventure, it does seem kind of boring. So I don't necessarily disagree with this.
And like, let us do the checklist and save about 2 hours of playing the game. Right? Let us save that. Tutorial was garbage. And then when it came to the actual adventure mode, it was run around in these very linear areas, which there's no maze whatsoever. There's nothing to collect. There's nothing to hit. Experience was weird. The game was like, oh, how about we make it an RPG? But we don't really know anything about RPGs other than you gain experience and you gain stats.
I will jump ahead. Again, I've not really played the adventure mode, so I'm going to jump ahead of his adventure. I'll just jump ahead a little bit.
Really good. Yeah, truly. And then, like, let's talk about the concept of, like, there's still no voice acting in this game. Like, this would have been cool to hear from the voice of the flower, right? Like, the little wonder flower. That would be great. And
sure.
Not all of the cutscenes actually had moving characters. Like, this is just a static picture, zoomed in. And then telling a story with the A button. And then that's it. Really...
Okay, that's... I mean, if the whole game was like this, then sure. But like, there's some animated bits, and then there's some like story to like. Sure, but like, sure, but like, who cares? I'm like,
nothing. In the year 2026, you would have more than just a screenshot with text on it, right? But this was how the story was in the game.
Well, they're just trying to catch us up on what happened before, and then they give us the animated cutscene after. Yeah, like this.
And we have to go and collect the golden fruit, which we get at the very beginning. Anyway. It's pretty ridiculous. And can I even skip this? Yeah, you can't press a button to skip this.
Okay,
but...
why would you skip the story in the why would you skip the story in the adventure mode? If you're playing the adventure mode, you probably wouldn't want to skip the cutscene. I suppose it's a bit annoying on a replay, but why would you? Okay.
You can see over here that this kind of storytelling is pretty lame. But if you take a look at the movies, that wasn't even a movie. Why would they even call it a movie? This is a movie, right? Like, could you imagine if the whole game, every cutscene was like this? You'd be watching an Illumination movie, right? Like,
is that? It feels like I'm watching a shit CinemaSins video, and CinemaSins is already shit. Do you know what I mean? How have you made a shit CinemaSins video? It's like shit on top of shit. Have it? It's I can't, like, if you're gonna again, you guys can watch my live stream. Like, I was not complaining that the opening bit was like I don't know what to say. This is like cinema slop. Static images instead of an actual cutscene. Ding. Why does Mario look like that? Ding. Like, what are we doing here? Oh snap! It's Abdullah. Listen. Bandy, I hope you're not friends with him, because I've not been particularly nice so far, and I don't think I'm gonna be for the rest of this review. It's been pretty shit so far, I'll be honest.
Like, you'd be watching Mario, the Super Mario movie, or the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
I don't know if he's invited to our zombie session next week on Friday. I have no idea, but that was
because this is top notch, right? The game does very well with the small amount of cutscenes. I think there's like 5 of them. That have the characters with facial expressions, with movement, with pointing. They may not be speaking.
Pointing! Gamers, point! Aha! Ho-ho! Not really. Okay, good. Whew. All right. Abdullah Slander's on the menu. Okay, it's on the menu. Okay, yeah, it's on the menu. Thank goodness. Thank you, Bandy.
In English.
But yeah, like, I can't. Okay, I think, Bandy, I think I saw your tweet about this when you were like, the story's only 4 hours. I can't say I particularly was that bothered by this opening bit being like stills. And only this bit being animated. If I was going to slander like Tennis Aces, I don't think I would point out the fact that, why was this like a static thing? Why was only this bit animated? Like, if you're going to make a fucking honest review, at least like make your points a lot more pointed instead of just complaining for the sake of complaining. Like, I love how you complain about movie stuff and the Mario movies coming out in 2 months. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a bit lazy, but it's not at the end of the world. Yeah, that's kind of how I would do it. Again, if I'm making an honest review, again, the implication saying that every other review isn't honest, I would at very least like talk about the things that matter. But I think this falls into, I mentioned it earlier, I'll repeat it for you, because I like you, Bandy. But I think this falls into the classic trap of, I'm a big YouTuber, so I'm just going to make a lazy, unscripted review because I know people watch it. And so far, people are watching it, I guess, and that's it, as opposed to actually making a genuine review. That's what it feels like to me. But I'll jump ahead again.
Really
Because
wanna
listen, if he's not going to edit the video, then I don't feel bad about skipping around, honestly.
Nothing there. One.
Mostly cover. I don't know if I'll see the day you're covering. Oh, are we gonna get the T gamers? Are we gonna get the T? Cover someone I used the mod for. Ooh. Are we gonna get bonus T afterwards, gamers? Oh, this might be a NINTENCHUDS special, huh? Interesting, interesting. Listen, Judge, we'll let you be the judge, jury, and executioner, okay?
2, 3, 4.
What? He's gonna say, no, he was actually kind of a cool guy. And I'm like, fuck, no drama, god damn it.
5 animated cutscenes.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much it. And then you literally have the tournament mode,
what about the
which is
gameplay,
in
though?
every Mario Party game. You have some
Mario Party. He says Mario Party. Okay, like, sure. I don't know. Are we talking about Jamboree now? Are we talking about Jamboree?
You have the tournament mode, which is in every Mario Party game.
Are we talking about Jamboree now? I didn't realize we switched games. Abdullah. I didn't realize. I had no idea. No idea that we switched games. Amazing how that works.
You have some weird kooky trials where they cook up different.
I've heard this mode is fun.
Different challenges for you to do. Cool, great. And if you really want to go through Checklist Simulator, like, have fun. Here's 100 different challenges to go through.
Okay, but like, how good are they though? You barely even. Oh my god! Someone come pick up their man. You didn't even play most of them. What do you mean? Like at least there's 100. If you've played at least like what 30 of them, I'd be like, okay, you played 30. I think you can make a fair determination of what you've played. One. One. Jesus Christ. You've played one. Literally one. Not even like 30 or 40 where I'm like, I still think you should play more, but fair. All right, I think that's a fair interpretation. One.
And do some wonky stuff in case you like that stuff. I don't know, for
what? Okay, what did you think though? Huh? What did you mean for what? Is it fun? Is it fun? It's supposed to be a review. That's your video, broski. Is it good? What are we talking about here?
You don't want to find out, right? Like that's
okay, but have you tried? This is a review. You're supposed to tell us if it's worth it. If you're asking me for the review, my review is I haven't played it yet, so I can't make a determination. I can make a determination of the mix it up modes because I played, I think, all of them. They're all pretty fun. I like those. I think I played 4 out of 5 of them. Those are pretty fun. Yeah, and I'm glad they're options in online rooms. That's pretty great. I can't...
The thing. A lot of these...
Classic case of talking out of your ass. It's a classic case of talking out your ass, honestly. Because all you have to do is just go, I haven't really played this mode much. So, you know, but no. But I think we talked about this before, haven't we, chat? Some people are just... Some people find it so hard to just say they don't know. Or they haven't made enough of a determination. Some people they have to have a definitive take on everything. And that's what this video reeks of. And I find it embarrassing. I find it embarrassing that you'd upload. I'm embarrassed for you, I'll be honest. I'm embarrassed for you that you'd upload this and think it's bad. And then people have the nerve to say, man, I would never watch an IGN review. IGN are fucking dog shit. Game reviewers, they don't even play the game. The suspicious Abdullah smash-shaped beast in the corner of the room. Yeah? Yeah? Is that what you're saying, yeah? You seem very burnt out and doesn't want to play it. Yeah, which just begs the question: if you seem burnt out and didn't want to play it, why did you play it? Like, I don't think your content is hurting. Now, granted, I've not seen it, but I don't think you're so hurting for content where you needed to make this video. I don't think you are. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Those numbers aren't. The numbers go down. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. But like, if I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't. Maybe I'm not a big YouTuber. Maybe I don't understand the big YouTuber mindset. Well, like, Lord knows that I don't think I ever want to be this. If I have to make such a shit video like this just to put food on the table, I'd be like, come on, man. McDonald's is calling, broski. Come on. Flip some patties, man. That's a bit more respectable. But stack some, go to the Amazon warehouse, okay? Some people need a good hard day's work will fix you right, okay? It'll fix you right.
They're all gated behind playing the game, right? You play 40
okay. Oh, hang on.
matches, you get this character. 50 matches, you get this character.
Me when I lie? Me when I lie? Like, I understand if the overall point of this was just playing games for unlockables is boring, I might agree with that, but like, you're literally lying. I think I saw another one as well, which had another challenge to it. If we go back a bit. Yeah.
Jealous at how much shit his mouth is spewing on.
Way! True, honestly. Thank you for the vibe. But yeah, like, yeah, you have to do stuff to play the game. Like some of the unlockables are a bit boring. Wasn't there one where you literally just click how to play and you unlock a stage? And I'm just like, yeah, all right. When I said I wanted unlockables back instead of like battle passes or games of service nonsense, I'm like, this is not what I had in mind. But like, yeah, you have to do a challenge on advanced difficulty to unlock a character. Yes. What's wrong with that?
Matches, you get this character. Do this and you get that. Like, there's color variation. Locked behind everything you will pretty much unlock when you get 100 matches. But
except
I'm
it
not going to
isn't?
sit here and play the game. I don't even want to play more than 5 hours.
Okay, what's wrong with that in principle? Like, I understand, like, maybe you're not interested in the game so you don't want to play it, but what's wrong with the principle of the idea that you play the game to unlock stuff? I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, that's a good thing. I'd rather that over a battle pass. I'd rather that. Like, when did we start hating unlockables? I know unlockables left for the longest time. I haven't really been a thing in video games for like 10 years. You know, there's been the gradual decline, but when did we start hating them? I didn't realize we hated them now. Do we hate them now? I don't know, guys. What happened to the gaming I love? I don't know.
Which is what we kind of did. You can get unlockable rackets. That's the main gimmick of the game. The rackets give you abilities that you can use in the game.
Yeah, and I think they're
like,
really fucking
true
cool.
Mario Tennis doesn't have any of the gimmick stuff. Like, let's play that. You get some.
Oh, of course the Smash player is going to give me the whole, yeah, Fox, no items, final destination. I don't want to use the rackets. Can we just play it regular? Don't want any of that. Don't want to, even though that's like the main selling point of why you would play Mario Tennis. If I wanted normal tennis, I would just play a normal tennis game. That's what I would do. In the same way, if I want regular football, I'd play FIFA. But I don't want FIFA. I want Mario Strikers Charged. The best Mario sports game. Good lord. I didn't even need to watch because I've watched the whole 9-hour live stream. It was painful to watch his thoughts in real time. He'd stream this for 9 hours? Nightmare. Ooh. Nightmare. I'm so sorry.
Courts. Very
I'm so
small
sorry you had to watch that.
compared to Mario Tennis 64. Computer difficulty, you can change pro difficulty, and then that's pretty much it. There's ranked match, there's online room, you can go and do that. Game share with Switch 1, oh yeah, look at that, that's cool.
That is a cool feature. In fact, that's a very cool feature. It means I can take my copy of Tennis Fever, and like if I go visit my nephews, he can play with me? On his own console? I think that's actually... Game share's like one of the coolest... When did we start hating DS download play? He's just hating for the sake of hating. Holy shit. What? Who put a bee in this man's underwear? Holy shit. We're really going, yeah, game share, am I right? If you need that. Yes! Yes! I like the fact that if I own this game now, if I was to like meet some other people who wanted to play Tennis Fever, we don't have to like dock it and like play all 4 of us on the same clock. We could all use our own Switches. That's a fantastic feature. Like one of those, it's a feature so good, I'm surprised they didn't have it on the Switch 1. And it's nice that you can game share the Switch 1 as well. What is happening? It's just nice to have. Someone pissed in this man's cereal. What is happening right now?
Do it, and then
this is terrible.
Mode, I haven't even tried it. I don't want to swing my Joy-Con 2 and play and do any of that stuff. There's mix it up. There's like
now, my review of swing mode would be, it feels rather basic. I wish there was a, like with the Joy-Con 2 especially, with this being a more advanced controller than the, Wii Remote, I was hoping the swing types would be a lot more defined. Like, for example, I've seen that like swinging up there's a lob and swinging down there's a drop shot, but it feels like if I swung any other direction, I couldn't choose between like top spin and slice. That'd be my review of swing mode, because I'm an actual guy that like, you know, plays for games and wants to review them, and has got a chip on my shoulder for his dead channel, whatever the fuck is going on with your life. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. Jesus Christ.
Little mini games where you can shoot through rings. Really nothing of substance here. Free play is the exact same thing. You can choose Fever Rackets 1, 2, or none. Match length, quick play, extended.
Yeah, you get options.
All the stuff that comes in a standard Mario Tennis game that we had in Mario Tennis Aces. So, yeah, the entire story mode will take you 4 hours, and 2 of those hours are literally
terrible.
the tutorial. So, like, what is this? How does a premium game sell for $70? Like, that's the thing. If this was $50, I'd be like, all right, cool. I'll give it a little bit of grace.
I agree, yeah.
Because you can go online
Shouldn't be
right now and
70.
get Mario Tennis Aces for probably like $20-30, and you'll have the exact same experience.
Exact same though? Can you really make that determination after this short amount of time you played? Can you maybe get the pros and cons?
Great. Albeit the graphics are amazing on Switch 2. I'm not knocking that. The 5 cutscenes, awesome. Really good job.
The 5 cutscenes.
But
You've
there's
mentioned the cutscenes more than the fucking rackets. I do this weird thing where I like to play video games, Abdullah. So it'd be nice to see what you thought about the rackets. I think the rackets are very interesting. I would argue maybe the rackets, from my 2 hours of playing, I'd argue the rackets are maybe a bit too gimmicky, honestly. Because of tennis being a relatively like unforgiving like sport in that if the ball bounces twice, you're out. For some of the gimmicks being as like oppressive as they are, I feel like maybe they should offer a bit of grace in that regard. Maybe that'd be my like first impressions of the FIFA racket so much. I like how the gimmicky they are, but maybe they're a bit too gimmicky to sound like Albert Boris, huh? Again, for my first 2 hours of playing it. But of course, we're not going to get anything from this guy because he hasn't actually played games. Crazy how that works. I don't want to massively hate on the guy because I still really enjoy some of his old playthroughs, but there's no coming back from where he is now. A bit dramatic. I'm going to be honest, a little bit dramatic. But this is my first. I've never watched this guy before. I've heard his channel's name. I never watched him before. If this is the quality, then I can't be shocked that your channel is stagnated. I'll be honest with you. I can't be that shocked. Not saying this game should be 70, but that's the base price of Switch 2 games. Like 8 months in, it's weird that people are still arguing about it. I think it's still a worthy sticking point of bringing up. I don't think it's worthy of like getting angry or up in arms about it. I still think it's worth bringing up. I don't think this is I think you could use it as a value proposition, but yeah, complaining about it now definitely does seem a bit old hat, doesn't it? Like 70 is the new standard now, sure. I think complaining about it and like going on a fucking Fizz and a Fury, I'm like, do what you want, do your thing. I'm just like, it's a bit boring now. As for like using $70 as a value judgment, I still think it's there. And as my value judgment, no, Tennis FIFA is not worth 70, definitely not. If you can find it for like 50 at most, I'd say buy it.
Sustenance. The adventure mode was absolute garbage. It was not good. It was underdone. It was underdeveloped. It could have been so much more, man. Could you imagine if you actually had like RPG elements? Could you imagine if it was like maybe even the size of Donkey Kong Bonanza?
From a tennis game? Made by I think this is a worthy point that we mentioned Camelot. Camelot's a small studio with like 40 employees. That make like their wheelhouse is generally just these sports games, and that's kind of it. They don't do much else, do they? Like just to clarify for Mario, in terms of like Mario, I don't know if they do like third-party stuff, but in terms of Mario, like they just do like basically do like the tennis and the golf, if I'm not mistaken. So like yeah, from a relatively small company that makes generally the same wheelhouse of games, I wasn't expecting that much out of tennis. Would it be nice? Of course. Well, I think you've set your expectations unreasonably high. You're doing it way too much. I'm gonna be honest. You're doing a bit too much. I think with the amount of times he's mentioned open world, it feels like if the adventure mode, even if it was 4 hours, was open world, I feel like he'd enjoy that. It's the fact that his linear is pissing him off, which I'm just like, he's the exact kind of gamer that gaslit Nintendo into thinking that Metroid Prime 4 should be open world because open world good apparently. Camelot also made Golden Sun, but there's no way they're making that again. Yeah, I don't think they're making that again. How many fake leaks did he fall? Yeah, he went on 4chan one too many times, right? Yeah, guys, trusted 4chan leaker here. Mario Tennis FIFA is going to have open world, and it's going to be like millions of shops, roguelike elements, card-based deck builder with a battle pass, games as a service, linkativity, proactivity, collaborations and crossovers up the arse, all right? $70. That's what it's going to be, gamers. Metroidvania elements too, and there's going to be a version of it where there's going to be an extra 2D mode in there. It's going to be a dungeon crawler as well. There's going to be a dungeon crawler mode. Yes, there's going to be a dungeon crawler mode in there with RPG element, with MOBA elements, all of those, and a skill tree. Do not forget the skill tree. It was promised to him 3,000 years ago.
You had different layers, right? Donkey Kong layers had the different layers, and they were different.
And a battle royale. The battle royale would be added in a future update. That wouldn't have been there at launch. That's what I've been doing.
You could move around, and you could find.
And you can pet the dog. That's another important part. You can pet the dog. There's a daily puzzle game in there as well.
Stuff. Could you imagine if it was like that, where you go over here and here's Shy Guy. Great, I'm gonna challenge him to a match. Awesome. Then you unlock him as a character. Then you run around as him and you play you play mini games or
that would be cool.
Stuff. You advance.
Wasn't expecting it, but that would be cool. Yeah.
Stars. I don't know.
Yeah.
You figure it out. But when it comes to this adventure, it's just linear. It's lifeless. It's
linear. Why is linear the first thing he brought up? Again, it's so weird, isn't it? And I feel like since this rant is unscripted, I feel like we're getting like a nice psyche into his brain. Why is linear the first thing you mention? That's such a strange critique. Lifeless is fair. Okay, I'm like, okay, fair enough. There's not enough sauce in there. Like bland. Okay, that's fair. Like any other word would have been fair to use. But the fact that you started with linear is very weird to me. It really makes me feel like you abide by this linear equals bad mindset. Why does every game need to be open world? Does it have to be? This feels like not only is this like obviously like unscripted ramble slot, but like it's the classic open world. Therefore, it should have been open world. I'm like, how boring? This is boring, broski. What a boring critique. The reason why it was really back then is because his content was really good and enjoyable to watch. The 3DS days were at its peak, but over time, it unfortunately got worse. Unfortunate. Same can't be said for Bandy though, right? All of our goats. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Next Friday, gamers. Next Friday at the Junction. Me and Bandy playing zombies, guys. Be there or be square.
Not.
There'll be a 5-minute section dedicated to shitting on Abdullah Smash.
Enjoyable?
Which I will be exclusively doing it, and Bandy will sit there saying nothing because he's too much of a nice guy.
It's all copy-pasted. Like, literally the areas are copy-pasted from another. Like, the corridor is the exact same thing. No exploration, no breaking open a jar, getting a little bit of experience over here. No items, tucked away on the side over here that you can use in an upcoming match against one of the characters. There's nothing.
There's no green gem emeralds. Guys, where are the green gem emeralds? Chat, where are the green gem emeralds? I need the green I need... What's wrong, Musty? Why are you shaking your head like that? God, tennis needs green gem emeralds. I need to ride around on a bike in a desert. I need to do this. The game's not good. I need gem emeralds. I need to collect... Taking my headphones off. Fuck this. I need the green gem emeralds, guys. I need the green gem emeralds. I need it. I need shrines. I need roguelike elements. I need this.
It's lifeless. It's rushed. And it sucks because I thought that Camelot would figure something out in 8 years of Mario Tennis. But what they ended up doing was just copying the code and tweaking it slightly, and then shipping a new label on it, calling it the new Mario Tennis game.
In all honesty, right? Even if that's fair, even if that's accurate, I don't trust your word on it, Abdullah Smash. I'll be honest with you. I just don't trust your word on it. Even if somebody who played Aces played this game and said it was a bit too derivative, I'd believe them. But I don't believe you though. Like, I just don't believe you when you say that. You just seem angry and bitter and upset for like, and what, Tennis Fever was the thing that did it for you? Of all the games, this is the game. This is the game, yeah? Review translation, I can't farm content. Way! Literally, Joe!
No Switch 2. Reheated. Mario Tennis Reheated was a really good play on the word fever. Mario Tennis Fever.
Does he have a Tennis Aces review? Oh, let's find out, actually. That could be quite interesting. Like, was Tennis Aces like this darling of yours that like you made like a lot of videos about and you're like really disappointed in? I'm like, oh, you know, fair. You know, like I could understand Mario Tennis. Let's see, did he make any Tennis Aces content? He did do a whole playthrough at least. Okay, so he did play this game a bunch at the very least. So a bit more understandable why he's upset, I guess. So at least he has some source to back up his nous. Fair dues, you know? VAR check complete.
Like, because it's
no infringement
wild
found.
To think that Nintendo thinks that this is a quality game.
But if anything, actually, me seeing that just makes this review even more disappointing. Because like, if you're someone who evidently has played a lot of Tennis Aces, and this game is such a disappointment to you, I feel like you could have done a better job persuading everyone else that that's the same way, with a more comprehensive, or even just a more scripted review, I would say. I think this video does you a disservice, especially because I know, for example, if like the next Pokemon game, because like, you know me, right? I'm kind of like Pokemon is back for me, right? I was kind of falling off as a Pokemon fan, but the last 3 games, PLA, PLZA, and SV, kind of made me a bit of a Pokemon fan. I'm really excited for the next Pokemon game. So if the next Pokemon game like was really shit, I feel like I would owe it to me as a Pokemon fan, a really big Pokemon fan, to make a bit more of a or at least take notes. I'm not expecting it to be like, why Pokemon is bad now, 1 hour videos. I'm not expecting that. But like, surely the game that you spent ages on, the sequel being such a dud to you, is owed a bit more than just an unscripted, rambly review, where you imply that every other review is dishonest by titling an honest review. That makes, you covering this game a bunch, or the previous game, just makes this worse, retroactively, I'd say. Very poor form.
The reasons why Nintendo's stock is in the dumps right now. It was really hot.
Line goes down, gamers! Line goes down! Wheezy with you fucking people! I'm taking my hat off, fuck that. Wheezy with you people! And the fucking line! I don't understand you people. I swear to God. I swear to God. If I catch another fucking Nintendo YouTuber talking about the stocks, I'm gonna fucking bust a gut. I swear to God, I've had enough of you people. Where has this brainworms come from? Why do you, as a gamer, give a shit about, why are you even acknowledging the stocks? Why is this even a passing thought in your brain? I will never understand this. I don't know. I don't know why people are like this. This is unbelievable. I'm just recalling every conversation I've ever had in my life about Nintendo games. I have never once thought about, Furukawa was not going to be able to afford an extra yacht. I don't get it, man. I don't get it at all. You guys need to help me. No, seriously, I'm begging. I'm begging there to be a financial bro chat to help me, because I just don't get it. Am I old? Am I old, guys? Or is it everyone else that's wrong? I don't know where this has come from. The buildings. The stock has fallen. Billions must invest, gamers. Billions must invest. Thanks so much for the 2
When Switch 2 came out, $25 all-time high. Now it's $14 because people are actually waking up to the fact that it's a lot of shovelware.
Yes, they're waking up. Hang on. Can we get those numbers again? Hey, Paulie, could you bring up the numbers again, please? Can we bring up the numbers just one more time? Just one more time for the folks back home. Yeah, they're really fucking high, aren't they? They're really fucking high, aren't they? It's crazy how you guys have to delude yourselves into thinking Nintendo's doing poorly right now. You guys have to delude yourself. That's what you're doing. There's a collective delusion that you've all fallen for. Whether it goes Nintendo Land, Arlo, Adela Smash, it goes far beyond any YouTuber. There is a conspiracy, gamers, and I'm waking everyone up to it. These people, this archetype of person, seems to be carrying a lot. Either one, there is 2 realities, gamers. There are 2 realities. One, you think this makes you smarter than you actually are by pointing to, oh, look, see, it's not just me that thinks this game is bad. The stock market thinks it's bad. You know, that notoriously volatile thing that like no one actually knows about. You can point to the average doofus who has this in the background. Go, hey, look at the trend. Hey, it's not just me saying it, the trend. And they'll fall for it every time. Or 2, which I would say is even the worst reality, is they actually are invested in Nintendo stocks, i.e. they've bought some. Which makes it even worse for you, because like they're mentioning the stocks to you as a bad thing because of their own personal investments. So either they have bought stock and it's going down, and they're pissed and they're ranting to you for some reason without disclosing their conflict of interest, or 2, for some reason they think that it makes their disdain of Nintendo more valid if the random volatile number on the fucking NASDAQ agrees with them. That's what it is. Or there's a secret third option that E102 says, which is parasociality, which is even more embarrassing. I don't know which option is the most one is malicious, the other is like downright disgusting, and the third is embarrassing. Which path, Western man? Which path, Nintendo YouTuber? Is it malicious, disgusting, or embarrassing? Which one are you gonna go for? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Jesus Christ, I don't understand it.
Slop. Like they're not really
what was that word?
Waking up to the fact that there's a lot of shovelware. There's a lot of slop.
Slop mentioned, gamers. Slop. So, tasty slop, gamers. Billions must enjoy slop. You know that word that I like to use as a bit of a joke? I forget that people use it unironically to make like actual genuine points. I forget when people do that. If Nintendo was close to bankruptcy, it'd be more reasonable. Oh no, 100%. Like, if we're talking about, again, just to clarify, and I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating. If we're talking about companies on a smaller scale, the numbers I think are a valid thing to talk about. When Yacht Club Games report that if Mina the Hollower does not make $750,000 sales-wise, they might have to shut down, or like it would be bad news for them. Fair. I think that's because they're an indie studio. I mean, one would beg the question what they've been doing for the last couple of years to put themselves in such a precarious situation. But I think that's better. That's an indie studio, so it bears making the point of it. When it's Nintendo, and they could make another 2 Wii U's, and I think they'll be fine. You know, they've got at least a very good buffer before they're in like the red or in the lurch or in the fears of being like liquidated or bankrupted. You know what I mean? We are far from that point. I think I made the analogy to football, whereas I'm an Arsenal fan, which is like one of the biggest clubs in the world. So I don't ever talk about finances, really. I don't ever talk about when it comes to Arsenal. I talk about a lot of things. I talk about trophies, but not finances because I don't need to. Whereas teams in the lower end of the English football pyramid might have to worry about that sort of thing. So yeah, it's one of those things that's valid in a certain context, but in the Nintendo sphere, absolutely not. And anybody who mentions it, you should immediately just go like, you should immediately just roll your eyes, probably even click off the video, I'll be honest with you. Oh man.
Like they're not really working on stuff. They're just focusing on remakes and Nintendo Switch 2 editions and all that other stuff. That's a conversation for another day. It's just sad. It's a sad state of Nintendo when it's just like, all right, well, we need to release a game every month. So what's the game going to be? All right, January?
Okay, Nintendo Land said the same thing, and I thought he was a bit of a dingus for saying this. So I think I'm going to repeat what I said to him, to you, which is Nintendo is a big company where they're in a pretty, I would say, pretty smart business. If I'm thinking business-wise, I would say it's a pretty smart business model to be a company so big that you have so many like studios in your like orbit of influence where you can release a game every month, so your company and ergo your console is in the like spotlight constantly, right? I would say as a business, that is a fantastic move. As a gamer as well, yeah, like every month you go, oh, like what's Nintendo got for us this month? Like literally, that's what I did with Tennis Fever. Like in February, I was like, oh shit, we could play a couple rounds of Fever. Let's go play, let's go play. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It makes it like from a gamer perspective, you can like check in on like Nintendo and see, oh, what are you guys serving us this month? Is it pretty good? And I'm like, oh, it's not? Okay, I'm not interested. I'll go do something else then. Yeah. For the consumer, it's fantastic. From a business sense, it's fantastic. And it's not like, and people seem to do this thing where they think, oh, Nintendo releasing a game this month means it wasted a slot. But no, Nintendo is such a massive company, that's not the case. Like, for example, like when I upload a video, did that video take the slot of another video? No, it's because I have like multiple editors working on multiple different videos. So when a video is done, I just kind of upload it, or at least I should upload it, that's the theory. But yeah, that's kind of how it works, Like, and Nintendo works like that way, but on a much bigger scale. They have so many companies in their orbit that they can just do that. They're a $1 billion company. They can literally do that. Nintendo holds games for this exact reason. Now, you could argue that them holding games makes this business model kind of bad because instead of just like releasing games when they're finished or whatever. But unless you could prove to me that they do that regularly enough where they're delaying games by like a ridiculous amount of time, then I would say fair. Then it could potentially be a bad thing. But if you're asking me as a casual gamer, and even if I think about it from a business perspective, it's a genius play. I know what you're talking about. It's just these people are boring. These people have never thought for more than 2 seconds. That's what it is, honestly. A game every month is genius and profitable. Yeah, literally, honestly, it really, really is. And if you really were a Nintendo fan, like you'd be licking. If you actually were a Nintendo fan, you'd be licking your lips. Like, you'd be literally salivating right now. Because if you're a Nintendo YouTuber and you love all of Nintendo's output, and therefore your channel is about Nintendo, you basically have a game to cover every month. Like, think about it from a content creator's perspective as well. If your channel was a Nintendo channel, you have something to talk about at least once a month. And even if like you don't want to cover it like long term, you at least like have a one-off thing that you can talk about every month that can at least get some sort of intrigue, you know what I mean? And like you can even see, I can even think about a content creator business sense. You can like make a video on a game, even if you're not particularly into it. Maybe you might enjoy it. Maybe you might find a new audience. Maybe like algorithmically you might find a new audience that you could make a couple more videos on that. So like from a content creator perspective, it's also genius as well if you're willing to play them. It's literally a win-win-win for like any angle that you think about it, but I guess not. I guess for some people it's a loss. I guess for some people it's a loss. I never get the one game a month therefore bad or a bunch of game in 1 month therefore good argument. No, it's content creators being greedy. That's what it is. Whenever people want the next 3D Mario, I don't doubt for a second there's people that want the next 3D Mario because they want the next 3D Mario. But when Landon and people of his ilk say it, I'm just like, it's for business reasons. Let's be real here, broski. Come on now. Like let's not pretend. The business part of your brain has consumed the gamer in you.
Work on
anyway, let's keep watching. Sorry, I'm busy having an interesting conversation, Abdullah. My bad. Sorry, my bad.
And we'll charge everyone $5 for it, for the upgrade pack. All right, February, make Mario Tennis happen. You had 8 years. Go for it. And this is what you came up since Mario Tennis Aces? So what's the life of this game going to be? Well, the life is pretty much going to be playing a ranked match, right? You can go into there. You can jump online. You can't do couch co-op with doubles. You're literally just going to go online and do that. Fever rackets. I mean,
can you not do like couch co-op ranked doubles? That's a bit of a shame. That sucks. That's probably the first interesting thing he's mentioned this entire fucking video. Yeah, if you can't do couch co-op ranked doubles, I'd be like, why not? That kind of sucks.
I guess that's cool. You can play with the rackets. You can play without them.
That is pretty
interesting.
Cool. Well, there is
ranked. Who cares? What are the rewards? Why
does anyone care about anything? Yeah, this is terrible. That you still have time to delete this. I'm going to be honest. We're getting into the point where you might have to delete this video. Like, there's the point where I think a video sucks. I'm just like, do what you want. I think we're getting to the point now where I think you still have time. You still have time. If we're getting to the point where you're like, what's the point of anything ranked therefore? Like, we're just like, Yeah, we got to go. I think we're cooked, brother. I think we're cooked. It's literally just battle pass slop, isn't it? His brain is cooked by battle passes. Oh, if I play ranked, but I don't unlock a battle pass thing. Like, yeah, where's the rewards after complaining about all the unlockables? It's certainly a choice. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, that's yeah. Let's send him home.
Why doing this? Why tell the story? Right? Why do it?
Like, why do I reach rank A in PLZA like every season? Like, yeah, the rewards are kind of nice, but the game's just really fucking fun to play. Like, right now I've been playing ranked rematch, by the way. I mean, I'm still playing rematch, but I'm still horribly addicted to rematch. I play a couple games every night. I'm in ranked. I'm in gold, by the way. I'm nearly in platinum, and I've just been playing it because it's fun. It's just a very, very fucking fun game. And playing ranked is pretty cool because it means no one can rage quit without getting a penalty. So people are much more likely to stay in the game. You know, I really like rematch. I'm having a lot of fun with that.
You're gonna try to get the gold Mario unlockable, the golden racket. You know, hey man, I'd low-key love that. That would be really fun. Now, one of the things too,
I think that's a fair criticism to make. Maybe like at the end of each ranked season, you get like a reward. I think literally PLZA does that. It's just a nice little, oh, there you go. For reaching rank A, you get an extra bunch of, yeah. I think maybe rank should incorporate that. Like every season, they have like, you know, a special racket for that season. Yeah, I think it's a simple thing that most online games tend to do. Like Overwatch, like every game I play tends to do that. So yeah.
In tournament mode, which has been since the Nintendo 64 version, was the concept that as you do these cups, the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, the Star Cup, you go through and do them, and at the very end you get an award ceremony, which is very, very special. It's very charming. You know, there's the trophy, and then whoever you played the game with and won had a little award ceremony that was different from everyone else's.
Oh, they did not have custom award ceremonies in this one?
You know, Shy Guy, if you beat the game with Shy Guy, he would trip and his mask would fall off, and Luigi would look at him and get really freaked out. And
is that not in this game?
Oh my gosh, this is really cool. You're into the immersive Mario universe where you always wonder what.
Can someone confirm if that's not a thing? I don't trust this guy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust this guy. If they got cutscenes and he's just not like no, but like
guy looked like. But Luigi's been the only person to see what he looks like, right?
It would be cool if you could show us though. If you could edit the video, but
that's in this. There's no charm whatsoever. And so if they change this to add in some sort of checklist that showcased, hey, you saw the award ceremony with this character and this character, I would totally, like wholeheartedly, jump in with every single character and want to beat it because I would want to see them.
Did Aces also have it? So, did Aces also not have it neither? I actually don't know. It'd be kind of cool if you could edit. You know, do editing. Editing's nice.
Really fun. That's a little movie.
The power of editing's phenomenal games.
It's a little cutscene of that character, and you get to see.
Power Tennis is the only game that had them. Oh, so it's not like a. It's a shame that they're gone, obviously, but it's not like a precedented thing that we could have expected in every game. Does that make sense?
For what they are.
Crazy.
Right? You get to see the big teeth on Waluigi Baby. Like, does he swim in the air? Does he have roses? Like, what's the deal? Right?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna jump ahead a little bit, gamers. Just jump ahead a tad.
I think the execution was very, very poor regarding all that stuff. But anyway, I talked about Adventure. It was lame.
Okay,
Tournament was the same mode as it is from Mario Tennis 64. But
if
Mario
it broke, don't finish.
a Nintendo 64 game, did it better. What's that saying about your game? And Trial Towers is just a bunch of weird mini games putting you in situations where you're a giant character,
can you show us some clips?
Tiny character.
Can you show us some clips?
Racket, you're using, who cares?
Can you show us some? Okay, but can you show us some clips of why it's better? Okay, I guess
free
not.
Play, mix it up as other mini games and swing mode. Sure. No one's touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, but like
so
I think it could be interesting. I think swing mode's quite interesting. Some gimmicky fun.
What could you have done?
It's the kind of thing you play at 10.
Yeah,
okay, I guess not.
You can go over and like make adventure mode really exciting and expansive and last more than an hour and a half.
Definitely should have been longer. I agree.
Or 2 hours.
Yeah.
Minus.
Yeah, sure.
If you're just.
You have to go watch this VOD. Yeah, I have to go watch the VOD, of course. Yeah, I have to do homework because instead of making a good video, you're making us do homework. That's what every good video does, right, chat? They go, you have to watch this thing to get this context, right?
They're basic. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, what's embarrassing?
Like, here's the world map, and we're gonna move over here. Like, we haven't done that in every other Mario game. It's just so bare basic. It's embarrassing.
Oh,
it's really embarrassing. Sure. So anyway, that's Mario Tennis Fever Dream. Absolutely not worth it. If I can get a refund, I would totally do it because I bought this on digital. I bought this with my own $70.
Dumbass. That's your fault. Hey, that's your fault, dumbass. Bought a game without wondering if you'd get the value for it, and then bought it digital so you couldn't get an exchange. hey, Thomas! Hey, Thomas, I can send this back to Argos, baby. I won't get a full refund, but I get something. I get this to CX. Boost my CX account. Give me some more points, you know?
Dollars plus tax. It is not worth anything. Like,
Thomas.
This game is absolutely terrible. Don't get it. I would highly recommend just yeah. How do I get rid of this thing? Yeah, here. Delete software, done.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it live. He's gonna do it like. Oh my god.
I don't care.
Oh, stunning and brave, gamers. Look, yes. Come on, he did it live. Yes, stunning and brave. What a statement! A statement was made. Amazing work, brother. Amazing.
Delete it. That's how I feel about the game. Like, truly, I'm not rage baiting. Like, it's just so shallow.
No, you are with how fucking dog shit terrible this video is. That's what you saying it's not worth the price is not a bad critique. This whole video has been a masterclass in how not to make a critique. And frankly, I think I'll be honest with you. This is my honest review of your content. Videos like yours are why I think it's a shame that the video game online sphere as a whole tends to play down the importance of game journalists. Now, don't get me wrong, it's funny. Game journalist slander is funny, all right? The Cuphead thing guy doing that once. What's it? The review where it's like, oh, Mario Bros. Wii is tough. Old school tough. It has a little something for everyone. I love making fun of game journalists. Videos like this make me sad that people put more stock in average Joes who have no idea what they're talking about, as opposed to like consummate professionals. That's what makes me sad. That's what makes me sad, honestly. That's how bad it is. You got me opining for a video game industry where people took video game reviewers actually a bit more seriously. That's how bad this video is. And that's when you know. It makes you feel like Batman, over-exaggerated swagger, IGN Godhand. Yeah, there's plenty of examples of like game journalist slander where it's totally justified. I never want to live in a world where we couldn't do that. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad now. I'm like, IGN, please come back. Please come back, IGN.
So,
please come back.
Surface level, and they didn't do anything to change the formula. They just think they can get away with charging people $70 for reheated content from 2008. Why is that acceptable? Why do we buy it?
What? I don't know. You should ask yourself that, broski. Is it coming? The Sir Musty stream gamers, Abdullah Smash is having an existential crisis. Firstly, we are we talking? Is that a console? Is that you talking about the console? Are you talking French? Voulez-vous français? We're not talking about Wii. All right? We're not talking about Wii. I bought it because I thought it'd be a fun game to do a couple of live streams of, and for my opening live stream, it's proven to be the case. The online playing with you guys is actually very fun. I'm going to do a bit more of that for the next, I'd say, week or two at least. Maybe a couple more if other people get it. Yeah, definitely. It'll be like a game in our rotation, as we tend to do. That's why I bought it, because it'd be a fun game for us to live stream together, and for me to try out as well, because I've not played a tennis game since power tennis. Why did you get it? That's the question. Why did you buy it? You bought it on digital as well, so you couldn't even like exchange it. That's the word. Why? No, you ask me.
There's no one in their right minds who's going to defend this. Truly.
I would defend it. I wouldn't defend the price, but I'd defend the game. I think the game's fun.
That's it.
So far, again, 2 hours
all
only
I have
in.
to say about it. I'm never going to play that game again. It's the worst.
Oh no.
And that's a bad start to first-party games in 2026 when it comes to Nintendo.
Oh, gamers, there it is. There's the Landon mind control at full swing, gamers. It's not just me saying it's bad. What, Nintendo, isn't it a bad start to your 2026, Nintendo? Isn't this a very bad start, guys? Oh no, I think the 2026 is shaping up to be quite rough. It's like, don't think Nintendo cares. I don't think they do.
And I'm very embarrassed that I have to be the one telling you that.
Oh, because he's the only one, gamers. He's the only one that knows that this is... Gamers, you see, another mark of a big YouTuber that thinks whose ego is way too fucking massive is that he's the only one that's noticed this, guys. It's that thing that you see. People do, like, you find this archetype person, usually it's big YouTube, bigger influencers tend to, like, have this mindset, whether they be YouTubers or, like, Twitter people, they tend to have this mindset of, like, I perceive the world from this, I'm the main character, and only I can perceive things, so only I have perceived this. No one else has ever perceived, it's that am I the only one who, but here's the thing, right? When people, like, on Reddit go, am I the only one who, does anyone else? I could I roll my eyes every time I see it, but like I could genuinely believe that the average internet person has just not seen someone do the thing that they do, and it just turns out it's not unique in the slightest. When big YouTubers do this, or big like internet, what's it? I hate the word influencer, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like big YouTubers, like big internet people as a whole do this. It comes from I think it's the narcissism. I think it's the narcissism of being a big YouTuber and seeing the number big, seeing that a lot of people like claw at your opinion and thinking your opinion is worth a bit more just because it's your opinion, as opposed to doing the rigmarole of actually like refining your take. You know, that's what this smells like to me. Again. Just my bias, because I hate when YouTubers do this. Personally, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So maybe I'm injecting a bit more than I should be. But I hate it. I just hate it. I hate this sort of mentality at all. Which is why when someone came to my stream and said, "Is it worth it?" I'm like, you have to watch the stream and find out. As far as I'm concerned, I was always going to have fun playing with this because I love playing. I'm a competitive guy. I love playing sports. Even though tennis is not my jam, I was always going to love playing a competitive video game on the internet, multiplayer as well, so I can play it on a live stream. This is always going to be a kind of fun game for me, you know what I mean? So I think it's better that you see it and you watch my gameplay and see for yourself, you know? But no, Abdullah's the only one that knows, though. He's the only one that knows. He's the only one that knows gamers. Fucking terrible. The ego is unreal, man. Unchecked, undeserved.
That's it. Goodbye. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Yo, delete the icon, man. Like, seriously, get it off. I don't even want to look at it. I have such a bad taste in my mouth. Please just leave. A game that's really amazing, that only costs $16, Stardew Valley. Amazing. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, made by Square Enix. This game is phenomenal. This, if you are...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have no interest in seeing... I'm just going to skip right to the end games, I'll be real with you.
But they chose not to. Concepts we've seen in Mario Kart World, we've seen in Donkey Kong Bonanza, we've seen in make it for the better on a brand new premium system that has capabilities of open world and cool concepts. We've seen in Mario Kart World,
remember guys, open world equals good, just remember, okay, remember.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, we've seen in Breath of the Wild, a Wii U game. We've seen all that stuff. But they chose not to. They chose to reheat the same thing from 8 years ago. And you bought it.
No, you bought it. No, I'm having a lot of fun. Look, what are you doing? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. I've enjoyed my purchase. But once again, I'll reiterate to you, I was always gonna. I'm a content creator. I'm live streaming this game for an audience. So of course I was gonna have some fun playing this. Whether I like it as a whole is yet to be determined, and I'll find out on a later date once I've played a bit more. But I was always gonna have fun playing this. Would you like?
Reheat the same thing from 8 years ago, and you bought it.
It's the performing. I think F7 Jin said it. The performativeness is killing me. I don't know if it's killing you. I hate this shit, man. I'm coming out of lurking to say this video sucks. I don't understand why people think they can do this and like think they sound cool. I can't stand this. Again, I want to make it clear. Maybe I'm like over egging the pudding a little bit, but like I can't stand people like this. There's a reason why like people will like shit on Moist Critical for being a bit too basic, right? For just being a bit of a basic Andy. You know, he always has the sensible take. He's always like, he doesn't do anything crazy. I love that for him. I love the fact that he doesn't feel the need to say something crazy or be performative just to get some clicks. He's just like, I've always gotten the vibe of him that he just watches a thing or plays a thing and goes, it is my thoughts of the situation. If it's not your cup of tea, then fair. But you know he's not being performative. And that's one thing I like about him. He's barely being... When people say, and you bought it, how is this acceptable? You bought it. It's like, jeez, just like, what? Is this fucking Broadway? Is that what this is? Or are you just a guy in your room talking about video games? I think, what it is, people forget that ultimately at the end of the day, you're just a guy in your fucking bedroom, all right? It doesn't matter how big... You could be a YouTuber in my chat with like 100 subs. There could be YouTubers in my chat with like 10 million subs. At the end of the day, you're just some fucking numpty in your bedroom, bro. All right? If you have more to your name, then fair enough. Flex it. Do you know what I mean? If you've been in the industry for like 10 years and your opinion holds more merit as because of that, fucking flex that shit, King. I don't care. But until you've proven to me you're more than just some dipshit in your bedroom, ergo me and him and everyone, most of the people in this chat, why are you pretending like you're more than that? I don't understand. I just don't understand why people do this. It's the ego. It's the fucking unchecked ego of these people that I will just never respect. I don't get. Just be real with me, man. Just be real with me. You're someone who played Aces, and as a result, like, this game felt a bit too derivative to you. And from what you've played a little bit of it, you just don't like it. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say, and no one has an issue with you. But so you have to make this like grand sweeping, I'm embarrassed of Tennis Aces, honest review, implying everyone else's review is honest. How does this happen? I'm curious, how does this happen to people? I know this happens to YouTubers where their egos become unchecked. I'm like, what's the thought process? Because I'm like 14K in and I don't think it's happened yet. I'd like to believe it hasn't happened yet anyway. I don't think it's happened yet. I just want to know how it happens. I'm going to be honest. I just want to know how it happens. Just interacting with people on the internet tends to trick people into thinking everyone is stupid except them because Twitter, for example. And people legitimately forget that people have thought process. I think that's probably what it is. I'm going to be honest. I think that's actually what it is. I think you've hit the nail on the head. There's a reason why. I'm going to be honest. Like, give it like 3 more months, and thankfully, because of all of you generous people, I probably don't have to do like my part-time job anymore. But like, I love the fact that I still have a part-time job because like when I'm done interacting with all these internet numpties, I can interact with like normal human beings who do normal human things and talk about regular things. There is something extremely refreshing. The more I do this thing, the more extremely refreshing it is when I just go to my regular job and I do a night shift or a day shift and I just talk to like normal people. Like, I feel like as a big YouTuber, you kind of have to have some outlets to talk to normal people, or you end up like this. You end up like this guy, where you're just like talking at your ass for like no fucking reason, man. Good lord.
Congrats, man. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Am I way off base here? But I'm just speaking from the heart. This is unscripted. This is literally how I
should
feel.
Have been scripted, bro.
Just finishing my recordings for the episode.
Should have been scripted.
It's a sad day to be a Nintendo fan when this game came out. So I'm just looking forward to playing some other games. Like, I'm going to be doing Stardew Valley. Like, that's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Not even first party. One developer with a couple extra helpers helping him out.
What? Game, is this a sad day to be in Nintendo? Yeah, a sad day. Isn't it such a sad day, gamers? How sad is this? It's so sad. Oh, I'm like, you can just hear it now, can't you guys? It's so sad. It's so sad, guys. It's such a sad day. We're hitting all the cliches with this video. Yeah, Jesus Christ. No wonder you've fallen off, buddy. I've seen that you've fallen off. Keep falling. How about that? Keep fucking falling, bro. Don't keep falling until you hit the ground. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look, shall we? Not even a first party game as if it's a dirty thing. Terrible. Let's have a look. Be honest. Are you buying Mario Tennis Figure for 70? If you already picked it up, do you agree with this review or did you have a better experience? Let's talk about it. How much I don't even need to place a bet, gamers. Again, the classic big YouTuber thing of, let's talk about it in the comments. Oh, do you want me to reply to them? Oh, so my hang on. Oh, did you think I was going to reply to you plebeians? Every time, gamers. Every fucking time. You see the icon. I can already tell, gamers, I don't need to unclick this. You can see their channel icon if they've replied to a thread. The fact that you've not replied indicates that you don't want to talk. I don't understand why Oh, let me know in the comments down below. I won't read them. I bet there's not even any. Oh, I mean, he replied. Replying to your fellow checkmark, huh? Checkers gotta stick together, eh? Checkers gotta stick together. Hang on, have we got any other normal replies? Okay, we got some normal replies. Check complete. Checkers gotta stick together, though, eh? None in here. None in here, though. Interesting. That's all I have to say. At least I don't pretend to like farm engagement. I'll read my comments. You don't have to pay me to read my comments. I love reading my comments. I love hearting comments. It's the best part about YouTube. The comments was incredible. What drugs are you smoking? True. Real and true. I cancelled mine because you can't play ranked doubles online with a friend. That's stupid. I definitely do think they should add that as an update. 100%. If you're telling me I can't squad up with someone and do rank, that's a bit stupid. Like, literally any video game on planet Earth, you can squad up with someone and play ranked. I don't know why this game is not allowed to. It's stupid. Then they should change that in an update. I'm glad there's nothing locked behind online ranks. I hate when games do that. I completely agree with you. Shovelware for $80 is just... It's not 80. Where are we getting 80? Where are we getting 80? Did I drop the... I just don't understand, gamers. I need you to help me understand. 70 is already bad enough. You don't have to lie. Yes. so far from my 2 hours of playing, you probably don't want to pay full price for this. If you don't think you're going to get a lot of mileage out of the multiplayer, do not pay full price for this. Just don't do it. But full price is $70. Or right, I think I bought it from Argos for £55. That's full price for me at the moment. $10 shipping, I guess. Right? Although it would give people a motivation to actually play ranked and extend the life of the game. Sea Legends of the Year. Yes, so to extend the life of the game at what cost? I'm just glad I could complete a game and I don't have to return to it every month. I get really annoyed having to start Donkey Bonanza, Kirby Air Ride, Sonic Crossroads, just some useless skins and rewards. You don't have to! Where's this guy? Who is this guy? What is happening to you people? You people are fucking Battle Pass poisoned! Yes! There's a recurring online stuff. You don't have to do it! Who said you have to? Oh, games. Oh, I'm being pulled. The mysterious force that makes me log into Fortnite every day. Guys, help! Help! They got me. Help! No! I'm being pulled. Help! Guys, please, free me. Free me in the jailhouse, guys. They're taking me. They're jumping me. That's not how it fucking works. You control the games you play. You control the games you play. That's how this works. You control the games you play. There's probably been, I think I've missed the last 2 festivals in Sonic Rays and Crossworlds. And that's a shame. I'm not like going, oh, I'm a nerd. It's like, yeah, I missed them, unfortunately. I haven't really had the chance to play on the weekends where the festivals have been a thing. That's unfortunate. Air Riders, I don't know what Air Riders has been up to, but I haven't been able to join that neither. And DK Bonanza, I've just been playing Emerald Rush whenever I can, and that's it. But Musty the Brainworms, you control the games you play. If you like, I understand FOMO's annoying, but if you're basing like your enjoyment off of a game on FOMO, that's kind of on you. Like something has got to give. Your brain is fried, broski. If anything, I like the fact that PLZA has like online stuff so that people still playing have that extra little bit of, yeah. Obviously the Megastones are shit. I'm gonna, like, the Megastones are garbage. The Megastones should not have been behind online play. But extra trinkets you can get online, I'm like, oh, fair. I like it. Self-proclaimed free thinkers when they're about to see a battle pass. Literally terrible. Terrible. I should only put aside some stupid online time gate event we only have 2 free days to play. I think people forget the value of these sorts of things. People forget that so much. Do you know how fun it is to just like go on like Twitter or something, or go on like Reddit or wherever you get your news and go, oh, you know that game you played? There's just like an exclusive thing going on this weekend. It's like, oh shit, let me give that a, like Rematch, for example, added 1v1s as like a timed like mode. And it was like, oh, that's kind of neat. You know, that's kind of, I'll just play some 1v1s for a bit. And I think both, it's a nice way to like get people to like come on for a bit. Like, oh, you can play this mode for a bit. But I think it also like gauges interest in whether a mode should be like permanent or not. I've not seen instances where a lot of games tend to use it in that way, which is genuinely a shame. But it's a cool way to like just add a bit more spice to the regular rotation. You know what I mean? I think what people don't understand is that a lot of these extra modes, all these extra things they add, are things that probably wouldn't be too interesting to people if they were like permanent, you know? Like, for example, an example I can think of is Apex Legends, right? They do a mode on Halloween where if you die, you respawn as like a ghoul or something, right? And like you get to run really fast to go melee mode, right? But if you're asking me like right now if I'm gonna queue for Apex Legends, am I gonna play the like ghoul hunting mode all the time? No. It's just nice that during like the lead up to Halloween, the Halloween portion, that the ghoul mode becomes active, and I'm like, oh, you know, I could play it for the ghoul mode. That's kind of fun. I really like that. Like when I die, like I respawn as like a ghoul. I can just like my friend can like weaken up a guy. And I can just run at them and go and just swipe them. That's really cool. But it's not like the main mode I'm playing Apex Legends for. Overwatch did that with like 6v6, for example. Like you can fight like Splatfest. Splatfest is another amazing example. It's just nice to have like a regular thing the community can come back to in an online game. I think that's like a good thing about it. I think when they lock a much beloved thing or a core feature, I think that can get annoying. But like Splatfests, the ghoul mode in like Apex Legends, even like spirit boards and like Smash Ultimate, like yeah, it's just kind of neat. Oh, what's it? Fortnite, Delulu in Fortnite. Delulu in Fortnite is fantastic. I have not had the chance to play Delulu in Fortnite, but whenever I see clips of it and I miss it, I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I played it. If you guys don't know what Delulu is, everyone, you can join anyone on voice chat. Like, you can hear, everyone gets voice, prox chat. Then prox chats in the game, and then you can squad up with randoms. Like, if you bump into someone, you're like, hey, do you want to be a team? You can play it together, do you know what I mean? So it's a damn shame they never, like, I never got around to play when Delulu was gone. It's sadly gone now, unfortunately. But it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Festivals across, you can think of, like, plenty of examples, but, yeah. I think it's something that is actually a lot more good for a game than people, people give it like, I think people don't give it enough credit. That's what I'm trying to get. People don't give like the exclusive, like regular timed modes enough credit than they deserve, because Lord knows if you logged into a game and there was 30 different modes to play, you'd split the player base too much and no one would play anything. That's the issue. Analysis paralysis. I do think a lot of online multiplayer games should have more default options that they don't, unfortunately, but I don't think it's a bad thing to have like Splatfest and stuff. I don't think so. You know, I just don't think so. I think Overwatch right now you can play like, what's it? Roll queue, open queue, mystery heroes, and then there's arcade that usually has like 6 modes in rotation. So I think Overwatch has like enough modes that at the base, but when they add like an extra mode, it feels like a nice little, yeah, you know, it feels like a nice little, oh, okay, here we go, you know? Yeah, I don't understand it. Brainworms. That's what I'm going to say, gamers. Brainworms. I don't play ZA, but I have a friend who says they feel the same way for ZA. Again, I feel ZA is a bad example because, like, or a bad instance because they lock megastones, which is just stupid. I fucking hate that. But yeah, when it comes to, like, in general, I think it's a good thing. I think it's more good than it is bad, if you ask me. All these games are events on online modes, and meanwhile, Mario Kart's dying with nothing. Not saying it should have them. I think Mario Kart should have them. I think right now, if Mario Kart was, like, the default mode on Knockout Tour is fucking bullet bills only or some random shit. I don't know. I'd play it. I think we'd play it, right? For one weekend in Mario Kart Worlds, it's like it's the villains. The villains rise up on Mario Kart World. Play an exclusive Knockout Tour mode where you only get to play as Bowser's baddies, and you go through a custom Knockout Tour like ring where it's like Airship Fortress, Bowser Castle, Bone Dry Dunes, you know what I mean? Like, you go for a special 3-lap knockout tour, you know? I'm just inventing something off the top of my head. Doesn't that sound cool, huh? Like a special, like, 3-lap knockout tour where it's like, instead of like 6 laps, it's 3 tracks, but you go through them twice each. You play villains only, you know what I mean? You only get to play Bowser or like the baddies. I don't know, I'm just saying. Have me there, Nintendo. I'll make up some random modes for you, okay?
Since before that. One mutation mode rotate weekly.
Yeah, exactly. I think people don't. Yeah, I think it's more good than it is bad. Let's put it that way. It helps that those are basically the top 3 of the game. True. There's one time locking behind anything by online rank, it can get frustrating as well if you have to fight against other people. Like the Cosmetic and Kirby Air Riders is locked behind reaching Rainbow rank. On Sonic Riders, the Crosswalls behind rank S9. Not to mention, what's it? The huge commitment and time investment just to have a single cosmetic. Well, yeah, you don't have to. It's a cosmetic though. I like the fact that it's there for people who want to grind for it, but Lord knows I'm not. It's just kind of neat. Like what are we talking about here? Oh, you're so bored. You're boring. You're so boring. You're boring. The lot of you. You're so boring. Both of you are boring. What's it? What else have we got here? This game's definitely hard pass. $70 screws up my impulse buys. Good. Stop impulse buying things. Dingus. Buy things if they're interesting to you. That's like a PS5, bro. Guys, it's like the price of a PS5 game. Can you believe this? Can you believe it? I don't believe it, gamers. Here is a multiplayer game, and this is where it gets tricky. So multiplayer games like Mario Tennis and Kirby Air is worth the purchase if you're the only one playing and don't have friends to play with. Probably not. I would say so. Probably not. If you think you're only going to be able to play this game single player, yeah, don't buy Mario Tennis FIFA. Don't buy any Mario sports games, as a matter of fact. I think a lot of them tend to be like, the multiplayer tends to be like the bulk of it. There's some that have like good single player offerings, but generally it's like, yeah. Mario for the PS5. Soon it'll look like Sam from Supernatural. I don't get the reference. I'm a real review. Been a fan since Mario Maker 1. Before the Switch 2 came out, you eventually had a feeling it would sort of feel like a Switch Pro. And a year later, you're absolutely right. I stick mainly to PC and emulation, and I managed to get a spot on the dev team of Super Mario Eclipse. I had so much fun with the community and the fan world. I don't take joy in gaming being so weird lately, but at least I have my awesome old games, and fans just make them with new mods all the time. Sure, I mean, fair. If new stuff isn't interesting you, then go play old stuff. Yeah, you know what? Good for you. Good for you, Steven Schlocky. Is I saying him? I have no idea. Good for you. I'm glad you're finding some emulation stuff on. I'm very worried Mario Golf's going to repeat this process when making a new game. Just reuse assets from Super Rush, slap a coat of paint on it. I want Mario Golf to succeed. Damn. I'm sorry to hear, man. Good luck. It's crazy. I want to get Switch 2, but I haven't found a game that's going to bring me to drop the 500. They should have made it Mario pickable to stay current. Wait, true! And they should have got a whole big story like with the Royal Mushroom Kingdom event tournament. Well, yeah, good. I'm glad. If there's nothing interesting on the Switch 2 right now, don't buy it until there's something interesting. Do your thing, man. Just make sure Camelot doesn't develop it and I'm in. Camelot slander? Really? Damn. I appreciate the honesty. You're being so I appreciate the fact that you put honest in the title. Therefore, you know, yeah, I like that. I like the most honest Nintendo review. I love it. Is this the classic case of like he was negative, therefore he was honest? Is that what it's like? I think that's what it sounds like, right? This person was being negative, therefore they were being honest. It's like, yeah, that works on some people. It doesn't work on me though. It doesn't work on me. What's we got? The problem with Nintendo stems with that people in charge are not willing to are not the people who play or understand video games as an art form. They're all businessmen, which means profits and it's a tennis game. Shut the fuck up, man. Fucking hell. At least Aces was an Ultra Smash. That one was a dud. Camelot was a pro at making duds. And yet you bought. Who's the real dud? You bought it? You bought it digitally as well. Like who's the idiot really? Like who is it? who's the dingus? Hey guys, who's the ding? He bought it. Like what do you mean? You bought it, dipshit. Lord knows if Pokemon was still releasing stinkers, I wouldn't fucking buy it. You kidding me? Oh man, terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, crazy. Buy this is the same game with FIFA added on. Ooh. What are your thoughts on the FIFA racket? Wow, isn't it crazy how you watch the review, Mr. John Fall, and you have no idea what like one of the main new gimmicks of the game he didn't even share his opinions on whatsoever. Isn't that really interesting that you still don't know? Because if you asked me, I played 2 hours of it, and I think they're really fun and interesting. But so far, they might seem a little too OP if you ask me, but I think they're very interesting, and they add a little bit of that Mario sauce to a tennis game. That'd be my opening gambit for my first impressions. The fact that you made a 25-minute video and someone has to ask is a little crazy. Wow. That's a little insane. I'm going to be really honest with you. I would never argue that Mario sports games are worth $60 or $70 in a vacuum, but I get a lot of value out of this game and playing with kids in my family, so ultimately picking up anyway. Hey, you know what, Skull Cruncher? Good on you. I'm proud. PPL buy it because it has Mario on the title and it's for younger audience who starts to have Mario taste in their mouth like all the people. No, it's a waste and not buy it, but a kid go see the red hat and go, yeah, I want that. True. Pin this guy. Someone pin this guy. Pin this guy today, okay? Today or not tomorrow, alright? I thought Camelot went out of business. No, they're still kicking apparently. I was just thinking of this game yesterday because I never bothered with a tennis game, and I thought it looked cute, and I love that you had a single player story mode. But for $50 for 4 hours of gameplay is way too expensive. $70 is ridiculous. That's just $17.5 an hour of play. I get paid $18 a week, so it's basically 4 hours to earn enough to buy this game. I only get 4 hours of fun out of it. Did you forget you could play multiplayer? Again, I'm not justifying the story being short or shit because so far it seems like it's both, but like there's loads of multiplayer stuff in there. That's like you got no friends, Jess? I'm so sorry. Jess Ransdell Smith. I still think it weird when people do their full name. I think it's very weird. That's strange. Maybe I don't have NSO. Enough money to consider pay $18 an hour? Not $4 to play online. I always found that a bit odd. Like, yeah, is it true that some people might have a Switch but not NSO? I'm like, yeah, that's true. I can believe that. But it's like, I don't think I'm out of touch when I say it's only $4 though. It's like £3.50 a month. Like even at my brokest, I feel like I could afford £3.50 a month. And again, you're talking to someone who, up until relatively recently, was a bit of a brokey. I'm still kind of a brokey now, but like not a turbo brokey. I'm like living okay right now. Crazy how that works, huh? Well, I agree with Abdullah that I disagree that Tennis Fever is the same as the 64. Just because it plays like Mario Tennis on the 64, the series hasn't changed. I bet you love Power Tennis, but by your own logic, Power Tennis is just N64, but with power shots and special shots. Woo! Interesting! Which is funny because Mario Tennis Fever is similar to Power Tennis, and Mario Kart's newer mechanics introduced it, but at the end of the day, you're still racing and using items to get first place. That core gameplay has been the same since Super Mario Kart, and has not changed, so each Mario Kart is just added mechanics on top of the core mechanics, which is similar to what Power Tennis and Fever did, with the core tennis for the previous Mario Tennis games, with the new gimmicks or mechanics. I agree with Abdullah that the most part the same FIFA is just the N64 game, but it plays like tennis using the same core gameplay as the N64 version. Loses credibility for me somewhat. You can't even trick the defaults. Oh, even the defaults like Light Ninja 4795 is not falling for it. Oh, you know it's a rough day when the defaults aren't falling for it. The defaults have been winning a lot lately. I don't know, guys. They've been winning a lot lately. Oh. Honestly. This game's pretty fun in my opinion. The story is trash though. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sonic advanced profile picture. Oh my god. Is this Daniel? It's Daniel reports. Oh my god. Oh my god, Daniel. It's Daniel. Oh my god. Daniel. Why have you done this, Daniel? Why have you done this? Mario Sports for me haven't been good enjoyable since the Wii. Super Sluggers, Power Tennis, new play controls, etc. That isn't to say you can't enjoy the new ones. I heard Ace was decent. But to me, Mario Sports peaked a long time ago, as well as the new ones just not having enough content. Exactly, but who's to say you can't add a new bunch of gameplay mechanics in adventure mode? It is true. I wish they put more effort into it. They could have, but that's the reason why you look before you buy, eh, Abdullah? That's the reason you do that. That's the reason. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry how you feel bad about this game. Embarrassing. It's okay. No worry. Who plays Mario Tennis for the story? Wow, who saw this comment? Damn, the default Dans all working together to spell out the word tan gamers. What does this mean? Gamers, this means something. Always, hang on. If you rearrange the letters, it spells ant, which is how small you are, which is how small your thoughts are when it comes to this game, Abdullah. Ooh, you see that? Got him. It all makes sense, gamers. He's an ant. He's an ant in the grand scheme of things. And you know who also Ant is? Ant Dude, who's a much better content creator than this guy. And then there's Small Ant. And there's Ant Tenor. There's so many. It makes something, games. It all makes sense in the end. Nat, as in Nat type? What's your Nat type? His Nat type is Nat type bore instead of Nat type 1. That's what it is. His Nat type is boring gamers. That's what it is. Oh, it all makes sense. It all makes sense when you really think about it. I mean, you really got to think about it. You really got to, like, think about it. Let's do a free... Okay, let's do a free giveaway on... Oh. Damn. What did he say? You're buying the game code to give away? No, he wants you to do a giveaway. That's what he wants. Damn, your community asking for a gift. Please, Abdullah, please. Can you give it? Please, sir, I want some more. Please, can you give me free game, please? Brokey community. you know it's bad when someone's like, when someone says this, you know it's a little bad. That's all I'll say. Oh, hang on. Gligar guy has us covered, as opposed to a dishonest review. You look at modern review oh my god! Look at the modern reviews, gamers. They're all they want to be on Nintendo's good side, but I'm being honest. I am above them, okay? I am telling you the truth. THUF, the truth. Yeah, that's how you spell it. TRUF, the truth, gamers. I'm telling you the truth. The truth of the matter. The truth, gamers. They're all lying to you. They're putting chemicals in the bing bing to make our reviewers go woohoo! That's what they're doing, gamers. Alex Jones was onto something. That's what they were onto. They were onto something, gamers. The gaming industry is all washed. The gaming industry is under fire. Abdullah has been sent an emergency directive. Join the fight. Oh, you look at modern review companies and they don't paint the entire picture because they want to be in Nintendo's good side. So they keep getting review codes. Sycophantic behavior. That's too rampant. Yet the cause. Fucking terrible. What are these people, man? These people. If anything, I'd agree it's the opposite. Nintendo hatred is in vogue with the last year or two. Labeling your stuff as honest review just implies that all your other reviews in the past weren't honest for some reason. You know, Gligar. Hey, hang on. Abdullah, where's the reply? He ran away. He ran, gamers. He ran. No, Musty probably hasn't seen this. 2 hours ago. Within the hour, he replied to Gligar guy. But it's been 2 hours, and I'm hearing crickets. Crickets, gamers. Abdullah, where is your response? Where is the Abdullah? You tried to give him the cookie cutter. They're not like us. I know the truth. And Gligar guy was not falling for it. And also, now I'm going off the chat when I say this. Wasn't he like in the Nintendo like partner program or whatever it was? So now that he's not there anymore, he's a bit like, interesting. So it seems, if anything, he was on Nintendo streams. So hang on, he streamed the Nintendo? No way. So this is a scorned oh, that's even worse. That's the Nintendo broke up with you, and you're just little sad. Oh no, Nintendo used to like you, but you fell off. Oh, how sad. If that's true, I don't know if it's true. How very sad, Abdullah. Poor unfortunate Abdullah. You're trapped. Oh man, terrible, 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 terrible. Okay, that's just mean. That's just mean. Don't say that. That's mean. Boy, you complain about. Oh. He fell for the default Dan bait, and he fell for it. That you would. I'm just saying, of all the things. I'm not saying I'll never have a washed moment, gamers. That'd be egotistical for me to say. You are never, and I'm going to say this right now, you are never catching me replying to obvious bait by a default Dan. That is never, I can promise you that. I can't promise you I'll be your GOAT forever. I can't promise you that I'll never be washed. I can't promise you that. It is going to happen at some point. This is never happening though, okay? I can promise you that, gamers. A subscription to me is you knowing that your content creator is above replying to rage bait default Dans. At least in earnest. Let's see if he replies in earnest. Hang on. Hasty oh my god. Ah! The only winning response is not to play. What was it? Hang on. I can't remember. What, okay, I don't think I have the comment like right now, chat. But what's it? Someone left me like an obvious bait comment on one of my Musty videos. And like, do you know what I did? I used the video. You know, you can do voice replies now. I don't know if you guys know. You do voice replies. So literally, I was eating McCoy's crisps at the time, so I just did a voice reply of like my review of McCoy's Thai sweet chicken crisps. That's what I did. You know, all I'm saying is that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I think can you see that? Yeah, that's what I would do. If you're gonna see a comment like this, you're getting like a fight. They taste good. They were pretty good. I think my overall review was they have this weird kick to them. I don't know if they taste like chicken. Actually, I don't know what Thai chicken tastes like. I never had like normal Thai chicken, so I can't base the Thai chicken crisp. I don't know if it tasted like, it was nice, but it was like also a bit strange. It was nice. Overall, it was nice though. It was nice. Thai chicken McCoys are banging. They're pretty nice. I'm more of a flame grilled steak kind of guy though. I like flame grilled steak a little bit better, but Thai sweet chicken was good. Just a bit of a weird flavor, you know what I mean? I had a blast with ZM Fantasy Life earlier this year. Zero complaints. Nintendo's not spending their time refining their games as well as Square Enix or Capcom does recently. Monster Hunter Wild Stories, FF7 Remake, Dragon Quest. But he's got a point, game. He's got a point. This is such an acceptable game to complain about, though. Like, who would spend 70 on this crap? Obviously, he's hearting all the ones that agree with him. Classic. Who buys a tennis game for a story mode? Lamau. People glaze Mario Power Tennis, but that didn't have no story mode. Have you played Mario Tennis on the Game Boy? That story was so good and miles better than anything recent Camelot's come up with. Damn. He's in the trenches, gamers. He's in the trenches. Yeah, I just want to agree with you. I've been watching Abdullah since ACNH. So the past year almost seems like he complains about everything. Yes, obviously I love watching him and I agree with Roger Rings. I don't know. He's just about every little thing to complain about in the game. He goes on a full hell on rant. But hey, no hate towards him. It's just my opinion. Fair point. Being an influencer over the past 4 years taught me not to sit idly by while companies like Nintendo push out expensive content with little value. Brother, you were with them. You were in bed with, allegedly, again, I can't confirm this. If someone has a link, please send me. But like, you were allegedly like with them at some point. So is he a lover scorned? Like, is he? If that's the case, then like I'm just like I'm in tears, man. I'm in tears, broski. What is happening right now? Direct sent posted proof in the Discord. Okay, hang on. Let me VAR check in real time. Okay, so here's the proof. Mario Maker Invitational Finals. Which one is he, gamers? It may be the finals, but the competitors make it a mid-off. Is he here? Is he one of these guys with like shorter hair or what? And the completionist too. Oh no. Oh, is he later in the video? Oh, he's here. Oh, he's on the thing. Okay, he's on the actual. He's actually competing. Interesting. Do we see him at any point? Does he like give an interview? Oh, hang on. Oh, and the completionist is what nightmare blunt rotation game is. Nightmare. Absolutely nightmarish. And he won?
Oh my goodness. What a crazy last level there. The way you take out Bowser was so
Damn, so you hang on, Mister. I'm just saying it how it is. If Nintendo's bad, then I'm just gonna say how it is. But like, listen, you were loving life here, huh? What happened? What happened, man? What happened? You were loving life with Nintendo back in the day, and now you hate them? Oh, damn, brother. That's such a what? The fall off has to be studied, gamers. It has to be. He used to be in bed with them, but now it just doesn't work out. But you know what is working out? My fiance right now. She gave me some. What's for tonight's dinner? Butter chicken. Butter chicken, gamers. Butter chicken. Oh, I'm gonna that in a little bit. I'll leave that right here for now. I got butter chicken looking forward to, man. What can I say? Oh man. Fair point, but a few years have taught me not to sit idly by while companies that tend to push out expensive content with low value. My job is to help people make a determination if the game is worth it by watching me play without having to worry about censoring my thoughts. Would you rather have me honest thoughts and opinions about games or toxic, sycophantic positivity when Nintendo can do no wrong? What? Why is it always that the kind of person who says this is always just like saying this like it's a point of flex when it's no, that's the bare minimum. That's the. Yeah, firstly, it's always like the two extremes. Like it's a false. Like, hang on, I know this. I learned about this in school. The term for this is false dichotomy. There you go, gamers. That is the fancy debate term for it. It's called a false dichotomy. That is exactly the horrible debate tactic he is using, because he's presenting like it's two sides. Like there's a dichotomy. It's like, oh, you're either this side or this side. It's like, no. There's like. It's like everywhere, you know what I mean? There's everywhere. Everything is everywhere, broski. What are you talking about here? But also, like, I love how again, as I said, the kind of person who says this always seems like they're doing like they're such a hero, and it's like, I am the kind of person where I am honest about the thoughts on my video games, but I don't advertise it because I know how awful that looks. Do you know what I mean? Because you look like this. You look like this guy where he's like parading it like it's a badge of honor. Yeah, guys, do you know what? Do you know what I also don't do, chat? I don't beat my fiance. Not even once. Hey, the thought of doing it? Not even once. Yeah, gamers. Yeah. Hey. Not even a single time, gamers. Come on. Let me hear it. Let me hear it, gamers. Come on. Not even once, gamers. Not a single hand. Not a single time, gamers. But that's how you look when you say this. But this to me, again, I don't want to infer any. I don't want to like inject my opinion to you. If someone this is how it looks to me. I'm just telling you how it looks to me. When someone says, "I'd rather have honest thoughts," would you rather be a sycophant? I'm like, yeah, you're saying you don't beat your wife. It's the bare minimum, nigga. What do you mean? What do you mean? I would expect you not to beat your wife, you know? I experience the honesty. I guess when I see people complain about games I find fun, I think maybe it's just a shock, but I still love the content. In my opinion, I think it's very entitled to try and advertise your opinion to try and get others to think the same. I think so too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna pretend. Just to be completely honest, I'm not gonna pretend like when someone says to me, "Oh, like I actually agree with you. You know what, Musty? You've convinced me. You've persuaded me. Your opinion is actually the right opinion." I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't like make me go. Well, I mean, I'm just. What can I say? I'm very persuasive. But like, there's obviously an element of that. I'm not gonna say that. But like, I don't brand that as like a badge of honor. Does that make sense? Like, if you agree with me, that's pretty nice. But if you don't, then that's fine too. You know what I mean? That's nice. You're so right about this stuff. What I mean? I always try my best, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to be vindicated, but you should never expect that to be common. Yeah, exactly. I never expect people to agree with me as like a default. But when someone does, I'm not gonna pretend it's like... When someone got, like, I think the other day when I was playing Mario Galaxy, someone was like, mostly like, I really appreciate watching your content because like you've made me realize that I shouldn't look at my library as a backlog. I should look at it as like a library. And I'm just like, I mean, yes, I'm pretty good for that, aren't I? No, but yeah, obviously like, I never expect that as a default. To tell the truth of my young friend, I'd be embarrassed to be the CEO of Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2. The games aren't good. I don't see any games that I'm willing to shell money for crap. DK Bonanza? Yeah. Zia was great, but that's a Switch 1 too. What about Bonanza? Does he not like Bonanza? Is he a Bonanza? Does he not like, hang on, what did he think about Bonanza? That's what I'm interested in. The giant monkey in the corner, the giant elephant Bonanza in the corner of the room? Air Riders? No? Nothing? At least Bonanza. Like, I can see Air Riders maybe not being for everyone, but Bonanza? Bonanza was brilliant. What are we talking about? Crazy work. Slop video gave it to the Nintendo hate grift. Damn. Ain't that a pot? Ain't that a pot of? You know, ain't that a pot of nonsense? You know what? There you go. I'll be honest. Other than Donkey Kong Bonanza, there's no reason to buy a Switch 2. I still haven't bought one. I feel no urgency. Good. Don't buy one. Good. I'm glad. Agree. Unless there's a new 3D Mario. I think. Do we need one by any chance to unite the community, Abdullah? Do we need a new one to unite the community by any chance? Interesting. Interesting. The land and mind control got him. Fucking hell. For those who want to know, the main two things that games have are different rackets for certain abilities and a large roster. For the rest, it's like any Mario Tennis style. I personally love Mario Power Tennis due to the amount of cutscenes, the bloopers, and the cutscenes and special shots. Also, the quite large roster. The game's a 6 out of 10. It's better than some Mario Sports games over the years, but not worth 70. Pick this game up just like any other spin-off Mario game, up second hand. People are already trying to sell their copies from FB Marketplace for cheap. Oh, that's good. Yeah, chat, if you can find this for like, at most, I'd say 50. If you can find it cheaper, find it cheap. I would say like, I would endorse 40. If you can find this game for 40, oh, amazing. Grab it. I'd say grab it. Yeah, grab it for 40. I'd say that. But yeah, grab it. Yeah, go for it. Amazing. Check Facebook Marketplace right now. If you can find someone selling it for like 50, I'd say, you know, if you're interested, I'd say give 50 a shot, you know? 50 at most, 40 is good. That's what I would say. That's my range. That's my range. In UK price, I'd say what, like, if you can find it for like 45 quid, maybe? I'd say go for it, like, something like that. Somewhere around that range. Go take a look, actually. See if people are selling it for cheaper. But only to accept the fact that every first-party Nintendo game is going to be 70. If I accept that, I'll move the fuck on. Not the point. That's not the point, gamers. That's why he kept repeating it ad nauseum in his video. Either way, interesting. Interesting video. An interesting comment section. Closing thoughts on this fella. Now, you know, this is a YouTuber that a lot of you guys have said used to watching, you don't anymore. And frankly, I can understand why you don't watch him anymore. If this quality of video is indicative of your body of work, which I don't know for sure if it is, but if it is, I would say, I could safely say, yeah, there's a reason why the views aren't matching the sub count. Let's put it that way. This review was terrible, and for a game that you evidently, from my perusing, you seem to have played a lot of Tennis Aces and are very disappointed by that game. And I think if you truly were as disappointed in this game as you were, I think it behooves you to make a better review than this. I think this is a classic case of, I'm a big content creator, so I'm going to get my thoughts out there as quick as possible to outgo Max, lack the editing because I'm expecting my viewers to do homework for me, instead of actually putting at least a decent first impressions video. I don't know if I'll make a first impressions video for Mario Tennis Fever, but if I do, it will sure as hell be better than this. That is for damn sure. And with that, I hope to never see you again, broski. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Am I gonna watch the State of Play? What time is that? I actually don't know. If that was your GOAT, then your GOAT is certainly washed. Let's put it that way. I can safely say that is definitely a GOAT washed moment. In an hour or so? Am I gonna watch it? I don't know, to be honest. Can't really say I'm that intrigued, I'll be honest with you guys. What's it? PT, CET 11? What time is it now? What the hell are these times, bro? PT, ET, CET? Like, can we get like normal time? Can we get jolly old blighty time, please? ET is 5, so what's 10? So yeah, in about an hour. Fucking hell, ref. Got dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. Maybe 10 PM. Maybe we'll see. We'll see, gamers. We'll see. Okay. Admittedly, that line was a bit low tier god-esque, okay? Admittedly. Listen. Am I wrong, though? The question is, am I wrong? Good meme. What was I originally planning to watch? Oh, I got something else. Here's what I was gonna watch. I think we've had our fair share of slop. So let's have a. Should we have a look at our gem gamers? I think I saw this in the Discord, and I'm just like, do you know what? I fancy giving it a watch. Quick glance, no tennis fee on FE Marketplace. Terrible. He lied to us. He lied to us, gamers. Let's go from Nintendo Chud Slop to Nintendo Gem. As I've seen this. 10 reasons to keep your Switch One. And this seems like a fun video, eh? By Skelly Grimwald. Is this gonna be? Are we gonna bully another small YouTuber out of business? Bully gamers, like, you know, as my reputation precedes me. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I hope he brings this up. I'm interested. If he's got 10 reasons, I'm interested to see 10 reasons. As far as I'm concerned, I think the one reason why you'd probably want to keep your Switch One definitely is since the Switch One is a smaller form factor. I think it bodes well for like easy like handheld gaming. Modding, obviously. Modding another one. But like, for example, I think the Switch 2, I think one of the things I've had with the Switch 2, while I have played with it handheld, because it's like obviously form factors a lot heavier, I could see someone like not playing it out, like feeling it's a little bit more cumbersome, maybe. With the Switch 1, it's quite light. It's still quite light. It's quite, like, it feels like a toy in comparison. It definitely is. So using it as more of a portable device and using this as the more like docked device, I'd say is definitely something that I could think of as my personal use. But chat's coming up with modding, game share. There's definitely a couple of other reasons. What could you possibly have for us, Mr. Scaly Grimmod? Take it away.
It's been over half a year. The Switch 2 is a powerhouse. I love it, but I'm not getting rid of this. Everyone is flooding eBay with their old Switch 1s, thinking they're obsolete. That is a massive mistake. I've been living with both consoles side by side for 8 months, and I found 10 specific reasons why this.
Okay, the hands are a very nice touch. I'll be real with you. So far, I'm loving the style, brother. I'm loving the style.
And I found 10 specific reasons why this obsolete tablet is still earning its keep. Reason 1, the OLED screen. Look at this panel. Even a year later.
Ooh, I don't have an OLED myself, but yeah, guys, I'm telling you, yeah, if you guys have never seen an OLED screen, don't. I'm begging you, do not see an OLED screen. Unless you're gonna buy something that has an OLED screen, do not look at an OLED screen, because the moment you look at an OLED screen, you realize, fuck my life, bro. Fuck my chud life. I saw a OLED monitor once in like a Walmart, and I'm just like, I felt like I was a blind person seeing for the first time, and then I went back to my regular fucking HD monitors. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck my chud life, bro. Literally terrible. It's same with like 144 hertz. I saw a 144 hertz monitor like at the same Walmart. Oh, it was the Best Buy actually when I was in America, and I'm just like, oh, this just looks. But I love this, but I have to go home to my 60 hertz monitors. I should buy one, shouldn't I?
The original OLED holds up on games.
I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think you need to open your eyes. I'll be honest with you. I think you need to. There's no. You're not telling me that. You're not telling. There's no way you're telling me you're looking at an OLED screen and a regular LCD screen, or like a 144 hertz and a 60 hertz, and you're telling me that. I'm telling you, bro. You need like buy one. Like unless you're gonna buy one, don't look at one. I'm telling you, it's terrible.
Locked at 720p, the pixel density on the smaller screen actually makes 2D sprites look sharper than the massive Switch 2 display. The 7-inch OLED gives you deeper blacks and better contrast.
It's to the point where, sorry to pause you, Mr. Skelly. It's to the point where, like, if the Switch 2 OLED comes out, I might just save up the money to buy it. Because, like, I've never been that kind of guy who's like, get the Switch 2 Breath of the Wild Chunkus Edition. I'm like, I already have a Switch 2. Why would I buy another fucking version of the same console I already own, you dipshit? I genuinely might consider getting a Switch 2 OLED if they make one. Like, because I'm just like, it would just be so tempting. Oh, you know, I'm just like, I might save it up. I might say, that might be the very thing that like gets me to like save up to buy two of the same console I already own. I might just give this console to like my nephew or something and just keep the OLED one. I might, oh, you know.
Switch 2's LCD, perfect for late night gaming. Yes, Switch 2 has HDR and high resolution, but 99% of Switch 1 games haven't been updated for that. You could argue they actually look better right here on the original OLED. Reason 2, the wrist test. The original Switch is smaller and lighter than the...
This is why I said, right? I think if you're playing for longer sessions in portable, the Switch one definitely feels better. It definitely does.
Bulkier
so
Switch
this is what I said.
Easier
I said
to
the same
toss in
thing.
a bag, easier on your wrist.
Yep.
If you play in bed, and I know you do, the Switch 1 doesn't numb your hands after 20 minutes.
Actually, I don't. Fuck you, Skelly. I actually don't play games in bed. Do you know what I play in bed instead? Where is it? Do I have it on hand to flex? I don't have it on hand, unfortunately. Oh no, I do have it on hand. I play my fucking Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, okay? Or am I feeling Zelda Game & Watch? I got the Game & Watches. That's what I do because I like handheld gaming. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Flex, flex, flex. I got them both as a gift, okay? I didn't buy them.
It's still the king of comfort. And if the form factor feels too small, slap on a Nitro deck. It's what I use, makes it feel closer to a Steam Deck. Or if you despise the Nitro deck, there are a ton of other grips out there. Customize it. It'll feel like new again. Reason 3, battery reality. We know the reality of the Switch 2 battery. When you're pushing 4K textures, it drains fast. Your V2 or OLED Switch is still the marathon runner. I grabbed this one.
Is the battery life that much of a difference? I actually don't know, to be honest. So I'll take your word for it, Mr. Skeleton. I trust the skeleton.
For long flights because I know it won't die halfway through an RPG grind. Reason 4, the snap. I have a drawer full of Joy-Cons. You do too.
Okay, I think I disagree. Even months later, I'm not gonna lie. I much prefer the whole like, still to this day, I still kind of like just the classic. I much prefer that over there. I much prefer it. This is just like. I love it. The click is so much better. I think this is one where I have to give you a bit of an L on that one, brother.
Sure, you can connect them to the Switch 2, but they were made for this rail. They fit flush. They feel right. The Switch 1 is the native home for that controller collection you've been building for 8 years. Reason 5, look.
Control I've been building? With the prices of Joy-Cons? Oh, I don't know about that, Mr. Skelly. I don't know. You might have a bit more. You might be a bit bougie for my liking. Bougie Grimrold, yeah? How many Joy-Cons do you have, broski? I still only got like the one pair, really. the other 2 pairs I used to have, they fucking died. Building because Joy-Con, literally.
Local multiplayer. Since
Mr.
I kept my Switch 1, I haven't played split-screen Mario Kart in a year. Why slice your beautiful screen in half? Hand the Switch 1 to your friend. You plan Switch 2.
Oh, that's good,
Instant LAN
Game
party.
share.
It's the ultimate luxury
Instant LAN
setup.
party, yep.
Reason
True.
6, the danger console. The Switch 2 is expensive. I get nervous taking it to the beach or letting my nephew touch it. The Switch 1, it's a tank. It's earned its battle scars. It's the beater console I can toss in a backpack without a panic attack. Plus, if your Switch 2 ever needs repairs or glitches out, you aren't locked out of your library. You've got a backup ready to go. Reason 7,
I agree.
a dedicated media machine. I've stopped using my Switch 2 for YouTube. Why burn charge cycles on the new hardware just to watch video essays?
Who's a like Switch YouTube Andy? I can't say I've ever watched like YouTube on a console. I suppose it's an interesting point nonetheless, but I'm just like, I can't say I ever have. Like whenever I look at someone's profile and I go like, 1,000 hours on Switch, I'm just like, yeah, really? Yeah. Interesting, you know? Is it really that niche, or is there a genuine like vocal contingent of people that use YouTube Switch? Can't say I have, honestly. Never used a Switch for it, but it's a really good idea. Pop it out and sit next to bed, little kickstand idea. Yeah, like, now that I think of it, now that you say that, I'm like, yeah, it actually does. Kickstand, boom. You know, I actually might try it when I'm editing. Like if I'm editing tomorrow, I might just like get my Switch 1, just kickstand it and just put a YouTube video on and see if I can multi-screen, so I can burn out my retinas quicker, you know what I mean? Perfect. Also, YouTube's on the Switch. It is, isn't it? It's crazy. Used to do it in a year or two. Me and my Sibs doing occasionally. It's kind of like a tablet versus my phone. Bigger screen is nice. I suppose. Like for me, it's like even if like I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone, I don't know, like I just never had the thought to, oh, you know, I could use it on a bigger screen. Let me get the switcher. Because if I'm going to use it on a bigger screen, I just connect it to my TV. It's either TV, monitor here, or TV. Like I've not been in the market for like that middle ground between monitor and phone, I guess. But I suppose if you don't really have as much access as I do, it makes sense. Plus a headphone jack. That's true, actually. Yeah, it's just I've seen a couple of you guys with like 1,000 hours on YouTube Switch, and I'm just like, how many of those are you actually? Are you guys like the vocal minority?
Retire the Switch 1 into a dedicated media tablet. It lives on the nightstand now. Or maybe a dedicated arcade setup using 8-bit DOS sticks. Huh?
Ooh, that was kind of cool.
Reason 8, sleep mode. I keep my big new shiny games on the Switch 2, but my pick up and play roguelikes, they stay here. Sleep mode on the original hardware is still instant magic. Why quit out of Metroid Prime 4 on your big console just to play 10 minutes of Absalom? Just swap consoles. Pick up where you left off, then jump right back into the big game.
I can't say I do that myself, but yeah, that's definitely a good use for it. I don't know. I just haven't really touched my Switch 1 ever since getting the Switch 2. Just haven't really. But I suppose if I had like smaller games, yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
Or run both at the same time. That convenience alone is worth keeping it. Reason 9. native hardware accuracy. Backwards compatibility on Switch 2 is great, but we've all seen the occasional weird patch or texture glitch. Playing games on the hardware they were built for is the purest experience. Zero emulation layers, just Silicon doing what it was
Emulation bad game.
born to do. Reason 10, the 3DS effect.
What's the 3DS
and finally,
effect?
the reason that hits the wallet. Look at the 3DS market. People sold them for pennies when the Switch launched. Now, you need a loan to buy a pristine one. The Switch 1 sold 140 million units, but finding a mint one in 5 years will be hard. Do not sell this for a quick $100. It's a piece of history.
Ooh, you think so? Do you think the Switch 1 will be... Oh, like, it's hard to imagine, but like, who's to say it won't? Who's to say, like, once the Switch 2 is like fully in its cycle, people won't be like... I feel like it's a bit different with the Switch because like, the Switch 1's like libraries on the Switch, like they commingle so seamlessly where I'm like, I don't see it happening. You know, I don't really see it happening, but could do.
2030, you will regret it. Heck, a new Switch 1 is already going back up in price with the cost of RAM going up. I have the future in one hand and history in the other. I'm keeping both. Don't make the trade-in.
The same, I mean, yeah, they did raise the Switch 1 price, but like, I don't know, I feel like if you're buying a Switch 1 in 2026 full price instead of just like going secondhand like CX or Facebook Marketplace, I don't know, man. Maybe you deserve to get scammed. I don't know.
Mistake. See you in the next video, skullheads.
Skullhead. Ooh, is that? Am I
skullheads?
Am I a skullhead now, bro? Is that what I am?
And mistake. See you in the next video, skullheads.
Is that what I am now? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, is it a bit too soon for me to be a skullhead? I don't know. Like, I've only recently been getting into, you know, skullheading. You know, I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of nervous. But either way, honestly, I agreed with most of your points, and the video was presented amazing. Oh my god, guys! We might have actually found, unironically, that YouTuber that's an underrated gem. We might have actually found one. The amount of times where, oh, your content's this good, but you only have this amount of subs, and I'm just like, and then if I'm being honest, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's that underrated. I think it's correct here. Well, I think it's a case gamers. I think we found that underrated gem. I'll subscribe. And I don't know. Maybe you should. Maybe you should, guys. Maybe you guys should too. Actually, what else have you done? Hang on. What else have you done? Oh, actually, he's got a decent. Do you know? He's got a bit of a backlog to him. Actually, not fair because I'm just like, I don't want to recommend someone and it's like you only got like one video. I'm like, okay, clickbait. All right. I want to know that you're actually doing shit. You know, he's actually doing shit as well. He's got like stuff. He's got things and stuff going on here. So do you know what? Fair dues. You're not Skelly. You're one of the good ones. He's a Metroid Andy. He's played Metroid. Yes. You know what? I am a skullhead. You know what? I'm a skullhead. I'm a skullhead for life, baby. Let's go. Let's have a look at the comments and see what they have to say. There's probably not going to be too many. Oh, there's 300. Oh, it's got 41k views. Oh shit. Okay. Got a nice little bump for yourself, eh? Hopefully the first of many. Keeping it in hopes that it becomes easy to mod with enough time past like the 3DS. Yeah, definitely. I hope so too. Sounds like the launch model Switch is super hackable at least. I don't know if my Switch is. I don't think my one is launch one. I think I have to check if my one's possible. I never get in my systems. I keep them all. Okay, Dash Shell. All right. That's because you're an all-star. Get your game on. A regular retro sofa, eh? I've also on FB Marketplace with a Nintendo and 30 games for 150. I'm slowing buying back all the systems in the past. And NES? Yeah, that's actually a crazy deal. That's actually crazy work. I think I might do. If I found an NES with 30 games for like $150, I think I'd be tempting. I don't know if I would, but it'd be tempting. I just don't have enough room. I think the issue with me right now is I'd love to collect old consoles. I just don't have the room for it. If I ever get the chance to like actually own a home, I'm definitely gonna have like I'm gonna have that AVGN style setup. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have all the consoles, bro. I'm gonna have all the consoles. The consoles that I care about anyway. I love the real skeleton. Yeah, I love it too. I agree. I'm in love with the skeleton character. I'm in love with it too. I love the style. I don't know if animating all of your videos the same way it is like that much of a Herculean task. But even just like the skeleton hands aesthetic, I just really like the aesthetic. You know, the mix of like animation and in real life stuff. I like it. It was pretty cool. I adore the style. Very stylish. Very stylish. Killer editing. Fun style. Look forward to seeing more. Thank you. Yeah, listen. Gotta make some more stuff, man. Go for it, man. I'm Hit Gamers. I was here before 10k. Guys, claim you're here before 10k. You know, and claim it. Fantastic. You put it together. It really. Ooh. I've recently unearthed my OLED again. It's such a better experience in so many ways. I wish I got a Switch OLED, but again, be buying another console. You stopped watching YouTube on the Switch too? Ooh, AI write your script? Damn. Damn, AI. He's being hit with the AI. That's how you know he's gonna be a big YouTuber, gamers. That's how you know. That's how you know, gamers. Even the Czechis are getting him. It's insane the kind of prices old stuff can go for on FB Marketplace. I don't think some people know the values. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you can find a good deal. That's why I always check. That's why I always check every time. It is a great. It seems like everyone loves him. I have an LCD Switch 1 broke. Yeah, so do I. I can't even call him broke. I can't even call him broke. Amazing. Everyone loves the gamers. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves the skeleton man. Everyone loves the skeleton. Yeah. We love skeletons. We love I'm a skullhead. You know, I'm not even gonna be nonchalant about. I think I might be a skullhead now. Although real quick, let me just see if there's any crazies. Let me see if there's any crazies, just real quick. Let me just see. Or is it all just legit? I think it seems to be all legit, and I think there's a single. I don't think we've got any crazies. What about the Switch? Like, what about bean soup moment? Yeah, there's not even any newest crazies. You know, you got that sauce about you, Skelly Grimwald. I was here before 10K, and so should you, gamers. So should you. We are all skullheads now, baby. Yeah, I'm interested. I will be keeping an eye on your career with the greatest interest, Mr. Skelly. Don't disappoint me, okay? I've already had enough to wash goats for one lifetime, okay? Don't be another. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. Subbed already. Hell yeah. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for the good times, good vibes. What time is it? Only 3.5 hours. God damn. Is that it? We're all subscribing to the skeleton man. He's talking about Saka when. Don't Walpole, get out of here. Walpole, shut up. Get out of here. It's past my bedtime? No, it's not. It's not, guys. It's not my bedtime yet. It's more so. I'm surprised it's that early in the day. Really? Can we get? Hang on. How far is he? How far is he, gamers? How far is Skelly? What was the video? Skelly Grimwald. How close is he?
It's been over.
Give me a second. No, I don't think we can get him to 2K. I think we can get him to 1.4. Can we get him to 1. Guys, can we get him to 1.45 gamers? Can we get him there? Guys, surely, gamers, we can get him there. Surely we can do that. All right, we can get him to. Come on, surely. Oh, you know what? The best. You know what? I mean, I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of this community, gamers. We got him there. We got him there. That's the best I could do, Scully. You're gonna have to do the rest yourself, okay? The rest is on you, brother. The rest is on you. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm kind of just. I'm staring at that buttered chicken. I just kind of want to eat my food now. I think we've had, what, 2 streams today? I think you guys have had your lot. Is it fair to say? I think you guys have had your lot, okay? I think you guys have had enough of me. And I'm gonna head out, alright? I'm a head out, gamers. That's what I'm gonna do. I think it might be done. But before we go, gamers, I got one more thing. Gamers. One more thing. One more thing indeed, gamers. One last thing to leave you all on. The premiere, gamers. The premiere of Palkia. The great return of Sir Palkia. His death was greatly exaggerated. And he's returned. And boy has he. He's back. And he's better than ever. Gamers. The premiere is there, gamers. The premiere is there. It should be on the channel, I think. I don't know how premieres work. I have no idea. Scheduled? Hang on, where's the set as premiere? Oh, there it is. Set as premiere. Oh, here we are. Oh, here we are, gamers. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas, gamers. A premiere of the buildings. Are you guys ready for like 2 hours of my father? Are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are ready. Okay, I've never done a premiere before. I've actually never done a premiere before. How do you do this? Set as an instant. Can I do that instead? Sure, okay, I'll do that. There you go, gamers. Is that it? Is it there now? Oh, there it is, gamers. There it is. It's starting, gamers. It's starting. The premiere will begin shortly, gamers. It will be there. 2 hours of me, okay? If you haven't had enough, we'll definitely have enough by then. Oh my god, there it is, gamers. There it is. There's the link. There's the link, gamers. There's the link. Go watch it. 2 minutes. You guys are gonna miss it. 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 Go watch it. I'm gonna watch it with you. I'll be there in the chat. Go enjoy it, gamers. See you later, okay?